monster alive being a wonder little murderer.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? It's a sad day here at the Collective. Everybody abandoned me. We were supposed to do a Twitch stream, and nobody went, oh, wait a minute. I'm just on solo. Oh, they're all here. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ready to talk some toys and have some fun?
Absolutely.
Were you just looking for sympathy points right there, Tommy? Come on.
I was kind of hoping. Who feels bad for me? Shed some tears in the chat for me.
You should open up a GoFundMe.
I need a Go Griffney stat. No, man, getting ready to have some fun. I know we're getting into the crunch time right before the holidays. We're also joined by a wild wiener dog. We're getting into crunch time right before the holidays, and I know going out there, like looking at the toy shelves, I'm actually kind of surprised to see how much shit is still sitting on the shelves at this time. Like, just less than 2 weeks before Christmas, and the shelves are still stocked. Like that's crazy. Never used to see that when I was younger.
Well, we're in the Amazon days now, so
yeah. Even then, I mean, I think it's a testament to how bad everything really is, to the point where there's still like loads of shit. I mean, the only thing that I see moving off the shelves is like your normal, your bread and your milk and stuff like that, because everybody's making like some kind of Christmas dinner, and they're taking all the damn loaves of bread and everything like that. So they're taking all the good stuff too. They take the stuff out, like the stuff that doesn't have the sugar and shit in it.
Right.
The nasty old wheat bread. But how are you guys doing?
Chilling.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't everybody sound happy all at once.
The sky is falling.
God damn you. Let's say hi to the chat. Maybe they're a little bit more optimistic than you son of a bitches. Super fan Adam Shawhan, his first one in the chat. On the panel, what's going on? Wiener dog, woof woof. Vinnie also talking in the chat along with me. It's amazing how that happens. Papa Cotton also in the house. Oh, thank the maker for this stream. The internet is retarded. You ain't lying. Lurch is in the house. What's going on? Trying to get Google to guess Peltier from Thermocoupler is a bitch. Really? Chaos White also in the chat. What's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, Toilet Tube is at it again. They didn't show them this stream until now. Yeah, that's the games they love to play. They cannot help it. They cannot help it. Keely Chow in the house. What's going on, Keely? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, real life is dumb as shit. Let's talk some toys. You damn right. Toy Mafia also in the house. What's going on, Toy Mafia? Trina in the chat, on the panel, hanging out, ready to have some fun. Samba Go-Go just ran into the chat. What's going on? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and guinea pigs. Yeah, definitely not gentle pigs, but we are guinea pigs. Adults of a certain age buy toys. You damn right. Now, no, that's not entirely true, Papa. I have seen the kids out there. I've talked about it a few times, and I just seen it again recently. It doesn't happen quite as often as it used to back in the day, but it does still happen. There is a little bit of hope for these little pipsqueaks out there. Maybe some of them are not all 100% retarded. But let's get into talking about some good stuff. So I have a few picks. Unfortunately, as was already pre-mentioned in the chat, the internet is retarded. My internet is retarded, especially CenturyLink. Extremely retarded. Like drooling on themselves, bumping in the walls with their big, giant, balloon-sized heads. Retarded.
With no pants on and no Vaseline.
And no Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
The bad guy gets it in the end with no Vaseline. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. So even though I did have a chance to upload a couple things, I could not upload everything I wanted to because of the retarded shit. So I'm going to try to get some stills going, while other people are talking about their stuff. So hopefully I can get to all the talking points that I want to get to. But I'm going to kick it off with something that I did pick up. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with my upload, because then I'll lose my shit. But here's another one I picked up. I picked it up a while ago. It's Transformers related. Papa, have a drink. This one, actually, I was quite surprised. I wasn't sure how I felt about this one when I picked it up because I already have another one like it. But this one feels it feels a little bit more solid in the hands. You know what? Let's go ahead and play the clip. I talk about it, and then we can get into it after. I did have to break this into 2 clips because there was a lot to unpack with this one. Here we
Welcome back as we're hanging out with Jumper, the master of the Transformers. And what are we showing off today? Of course, it's Transformers related. So from Studio Series 86 Transformers, the movie, we have Ratchet. Here we go with Ratchet right out of the box. I will say, in the packaging, I mean, it just looks okay, but like really, like getting this one out of the package, this mold looks very clean. Like this looks really nice. And the joints actually feel fairly tight on this one. I'm surprised. I thought for just a remold, I thought it was going to be really bad like Ironhide. But this one actually feels even more solid than the Ironhide figure somehow. I'm not sure what they did, but this one actually has a little bit of weight to it. So far, not bad at all. I mean, I still wish they would have did the battle damage on the chest at least to show it off like it was in the movie during the Decepticon ambush, but that's just a missed opportunity right there. So he's got a decent kick up, awesome kick back right there because his skirt lifts up. And I'm pretty sure this one does full Van Damme. So yeah, full Van Damme splits. Got the turn up here at the top of the thigh. Got a good knee cut right there. Got a little bit of a rocker going that way and sideways as well. Everything is there that you would expect to be there. Awesome. So far, so good. Of course, we already see he's got a waist turn right there. Decent movement in the arms. They come up quite a bit. Turn all the way around. Got that elbow cut right there. It does kind of go the opposite way a little bit more than it should, but I guess that's part of transformation. Does have a hand turn as well, and of course he's got that the bicep cut. The head movement, not horrible. Being on a ball, I'd expected to have just slightly more than that. I think the problem is they're putting these ball pegs for the heads too close to the chest. And that is actually limiting the range of movement that they could have on the heads. If they had this lifted up just a little bit more, he would have got a lot wider range of movement out of this head.
Yeah, so that's just that part alone. Again, like this one actually felt extremely solid. Like this one, it had a little bit more heft than the Ironhide one did, and they're basically the same mold. But it seems like they might have went back to the drawing board. Like maybe they heard some of the complaints out there. I know I was one of the loudest chirpers about how bad that Ironhide was with the 2-pack with Proud. Like, but just hold on. Horrible.
I got a question. So the 2-pack, it was vastly different from the regular Ironhide that was released single?
It was slightly different, not a lot different. It was basically the same mold. It just seemed like they didn't really do much to it except the battle damaged chest, and I think it was a slightly different face.
So then the regular Ironhide also has major problems, like in transformation and stuff?
It does have problems. Ooh. It's not quite as bad as the remold, because obviously when you're using the same mold over and over and over again, that's when you start developing all kinds of problems. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to snap things in place on the regular Ironhide, but it's nowhere near as bad as the 2-pack with Prowl.
Gotcha.
But yeah, this one more solid in the hands. Like everything is there. The joints are nice and tight and everything. I was really surprised with that because I thought for sure I was going to open this thing up and it was going to be another piece of shit remold like the freaking Ironhide one.
Yeah.
What's going on, Decepticon? I see Decepticon entered the chat. What's going on? Running naked backwards in a cornfield. That's never a good idea. Make sure you cover the back end. The Jeremy Clark interview now. Papa's having a drink. What's going on? Time Prophet also in the house.
Yeah. Hello.
True Informers, more goes up your butt. No! Papa, stay away from those cornfields. He must be out there with Decepticon. Damn it.
Lord.
You guys. Molds are usually made of metal and injection mold, and they don't wear out easily, but they do. Oh, they absolutely do. I know that when I used to work for a company that did molds for Listerine bottles and shit like that. I seen the damage that those molds take over, heating up and cooling down over and over again. That's how they develop problems. So, but I want to get into the second part of this and what's going on, Tree Rock. Good to see you. The second part, I get into the articulation and everything, and yeah, it did not disappoint. Did not disappoint at all. Here we go.
Just like in the 86 movie, of course, Ratchet is wielding dual blasters. And go ahead and check out some of the articulation. We get him in a few more poses just to see how well he does. And here we go with Ratchet in kneeling position, firing away on his enemies. This is not the greatest kneeling position I've seen in some of these Transformers, but it's not horrible. He does get down into a kneeling position at least. Ratchet in one more pose right there, checking out some of the articulation, and I gotta say, it doesn't look half bad. Once again, I wish they would have did battle damage on this for the 86 movie, since this is what this one's supposed to be. But overall, a not horrible re-release of Ratchet. Here we go, finally, in his ambulance form. I will say, just like the Ironhide, it is a huge pain in the ass to port these top pieces in to the back end, and these right here, when you're transformed, these can easily pop off, so just kind of be careful with that, you don't lose them. Other than that, everything else pretty much clicks into place. Unlike the Ironhide one, the remold that they did for this 86 movie did not port all the way in, and the pieces kept popping up. Everything on this one does port in. It just takes a bit to get everything into place. One unfortunate I think I can say about this, there's nowhere to actually store the two guns when he's actually in his ambulance form. I think that out of anything, that's probably the biggest miss on this, other than not having any battle damage, since it is an 86 movie Ratchet. Anyway, guys, this one is pretty decent. Could I suggest it? I think I could. I think anybody who wants a decent Ratchet, you probably should go out and pick this one up. It is a decent enough mold. Like I said, once again, should have had battle damage, signifying the 86 movie theme and the likeness of the character that you've seen in the movie. But other than that, a really decent remold of the Ratchet figure, in case you don't already have one. I would give this one, I would say, an 8 out of 10. I think it comes close to really showing off the 86 aesthetic, but they miss it by just a little bit.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Yeah, pretty cool looking.
Yeah, the articulation in that one I think was really good. It seemed like a lot more than the Ironhide one, and I think that once again this is going back to the reuse of the same mold over and over again. Mm-hmm. This one, it looks like whatever problems they had, they cleaned it up, because everything poured in. Like, even there was one piece I didn't snap in at the end, and you could hear me snap it in. You could hear it clearly and very definitively snap into place and lock in. So, I mean, like, everything on this, even though that front windshield is a pain in the ass to get into place, it still snaps into place. And I didn't fight with it as much as I did with the Ironhide one. So, I mean, kudos on this release. Once again, I wish they would have did the battle damage. If they would have did the battle damage on this, I could have gave this one a 10 out of 10. I thought it was that good. You know, the lack of articulation in the neck and everything, I could have overlooked. But go ahead, Vinnie.
Yeah, no, I think if you get one of those thin paint brushes, you could probably put some cracks and stuff on it. You know,
right?
I mean, it doesn't take too much to do it. Because let's face it, the Ironhide one, his battle damage looked like shit. I don't think they did it well. You know, and then it was incorrect too. The way that they had it was like protruding outward instead of being inward. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm like, yeah, if you just do it with a paint job, you could get it to work. Remember that really big Optimus Prime that I had, that third party one? Right. He had battle damage painted all over him, and it looked fantastic. So I mean, there's a way of doing it. But I do think it is really nice, and I actually have a figure that's gonna kind of, I think it works with this. But that I'm gonna be showing soon. But yeah, I'm curious. I saw it in the chat as well. This is 36 plus tax.
Oh, the Ratchet.
Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah, I think that's what the major problem is too, because Hasbro, like, they're laying off all these people. It's
1,100 people.
Yeah, and they said it looks like there's going to be another 1,100 next week.
Damn.
This is it's screwed up. But look what happens when you have the majority of the figures and things you put out, they're just crap, or people can't even see them because of that stupid window thing. There's multiple issues that they're having, but then when you finally have something good, look at this, they're jacking the prices up. I don't think those figures should have been that much money, because you had the ones that are slightly smaller for around, what was it, $22?
24
now. Jeez. And then you go up a size and they're throwing an extra 10, 11, $12 on that. And I don't know. It's aggravating. It really is. What they
I hear you, Decepticon. I'm getting right back into that mode again. They're pushing me out with the incredibly high price, and like he said, at 33 at GameStop, and Time Profit. Yeah, the problem is the before the attack scene with Ratchet was approximately 2 seconds, because you only see him sitting in the co-pilot's chair. This Decepticon's attack, and he turns around, and his biggest scene is him firing his 2 blasters before he gets taken out by Starscream wielding Megatron. There was more time of him getting freaking blasted than there was of him not damaged.
Wow. Jeez.
So I think that is a huge miss on their part.
Yeah.
Time to get the propane. I hear you.
Right.
Looking at Super 7, they're bigger and better looking.
But they don't transform out of the Super 7s, right?
I don't think they do.
I don't think so. I mean,
it's kind of like what is that 330?
Yeah. They look amazing. Yeah, they look amazing. They don't transform. Although there is a company that did that movie version of Optimus, from the Bumblebee one, where it has the same exact detail as the 3.0, except it could transform. And the transformation looks like a colossal pain in the dick. It looks like it's origami, like the way that you fold shit over. And I saw one guy reviewing it, and he's trying to transform it. Like, I had to skip through his transformation process. It went on for like 30 minutes. It was ridiculous.
Decepticon's talking about the Super 7 for the G.I. Joe. Yeah, I've seen those. They look pretty good. I mean, for cartoon accurate.
Yeah, very cartoon accurate. Yeah, those are nice. Because I know Super 7 also did the Transformers as well. That's why I got confused.
Coffee is a hell of a drug. What up, Curtis?
What's up, guys?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vinnie. Just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, no, I was saying that so they also do that, but it's just a robot version of them. They look good. But Hasbro also did that. They also had what were they called? The Red?
The Red series. Yeah, they were horrible.
Yeah, I had one. I picked up Starscream and brought him back for the next week. I mean, I didn't like it. The plastic felt weird and cheap, and the whole figure felt flimsy.
I wound up getting one, and I didn't buy it. So I bought a lot of Transformers, and in the lot of Transformers, they had an Optimus Prime Red, and I was like, God, this feels like garbage, like cheap rubbery shit. And I'm like, I'm so glad I never bought any of these, because I would have been pissed if I had bought one of them and had to take it back. Oh God, imagine that fucking review. What up, Soul Assassin?
Geez,
yeah, Hasbro is having troubles. They're having big troubles, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Todd's swooping in though. He's cutting the deal with these people.
Oh shit! Could somebody throw Decepticon a link? I don't think I can open. I don't think I'm going to be able to open Twitter back up.
1 sec.
They had the rubber tires that used to come on the Transformers, like the old school ones, and a lot of people miss that detail. They would have Dunlop and Goodyear written on the freaking tires of them, because they were legitimately done by those tire companies. Most people didn't know that. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. You are not wrong. Hold on.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
What's his handle again on Twitter?
Oh shit. Damn it. I'm blanking on it. I was just talking to him too. Son of a bitch. It's a pain in the ass because I don't have it open. Here we go.
Vinnie, it's
He's got it.
D-Gafticon.
Okay.
D-Gafticon. Did you find it?
Yeah, I got it now. Okay, link sent.
Good. Could you imagine? Imagine that. Me running the show, telling them what they need to make. What improvements there could be.
Right? Yeah, man, we can make things work in a big, big way.
Oh, and I'm that son of a bitch. I'll start digging through the fucking old school stuff, the shit that was only released in Japan, and say, yeah, we need to make this. But who's going to want to see that? Trust me, somebody's going to want to buy it.
Well, all right. So here's the thing, Soul Assassin. Yeah, all right. They said it's the page turners is what the first license that he has.
Page punchers.
Page punchers. I'm sorry. But from there, it's going to go into other stuff because they said it's for multiple licenses. It's not just that one particular line. But like the first is they'll crap out because it's quick. Is going to be like those little like a little Optimus Prime with a comic book and shit like that. But I am curious to see what they're going to do because again, Super 7 has like the 7-inch line. Hasbro is still doing the classified series of like G.I. Joe and stuff like that. So like, what exactly is he planning on doing? What's he going to do exactly? I'm very curious. But
I like the Super 7 G.I. Joe. I got one of the cover bats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was the blue one, but I got it, and it was, it's fucking huge compared to a little 6-inch figure. It's great articulation. The paint job is nice on it.
Yep. Yeah, I seen them in the comic shops. They look really good. Yeah, they took them out of like the slipcase that they're in, so you just see like the regular window. And yeah, they had Lady J, Duke, Cobra Commander, a bat. They had a few of them.
Today at Best Buy, I saw a Slash from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That fool was big. Even the crane.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I want to see them do more of those the comic book ones, like do the bigger ones, like they did the Triceratops Zog, because that thing, holy shit, man, that thing is that's like a giant paperweight. It's so heavy. Like that thing is solid as shit, man. I'd like to see them do more like that. But yeah, Papa, I did. I got a few things from the back of the comic books back in the day. I remember one of them was these little plastic pellet guns that were they were fairly realistic looking, and they just shot the little plastic pellets. But I remember picking up some of them. And the page punchers, Soul Assassins. So basically, the page punchers, what they were is cross promotional pieces. So you would get this teeny tiny 1.5 to 2 inch tall figure, and you would get a comic book with it. That was the whole idea behind the page punchers, and that's what McFarlane said that they're going to lean in heavy because I guess they've got some kind of deal with the comic book shops or the comic book companies to do that kind of shit. So they're obviously getting some kind of kickback for promoting these comics. So
yep. But yeah, it helps too that he's the #1 toy manufacturer in North America. So he's got a leg up on a lot of these other places. But here's the thing though too, like the Super 7s, like they look great, but they're like $45 to $50 or $55. Like that is a ton of money.
That is a ton of money. But you do get like an assorted amount of accessories. So like on the Cobra bat, I got like every arm, got little explosion pieces, got a backpack that has some other parts in it. I mean, it's pretty nice, but like I was saying, at Best Buy right now, they have Super 7 for $30, just as much as NECA toys. And I don't know why. I was just looking at it. I was like, man, if I had the extra cash, I'd get it. I was just killing time this morning. They had Krang and Slash, and they're really big toys. And I'm like, they display better than the other ones.
Right. Yeah, I'd say like the bigger characters, that might be worth it. You still kind of fudge them in the scale with the NECA shit. But it depends too. It's what are you collecting? Because to split your collection like that is kind of nuts. Like I have so many classified figures now. Like to go to Super 7 would be first way too much money. You know, you could get at least 2 figures for the regular classified ones than buying one of the Super 7. And then again, like, the scale is off. So.
I don't like supporting the Super 7 because they cram their politics down the people's throats too. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
they are all about going ahead and making sure you are with that Rainbow Brigade. And I'm like, y'all
screw
get
that.
the fuck off on that.
I think I have like 2 or 3 of their Thundercats figures, and that was it.
I got Ghost, the lead singer, Papa Emrys, and then I got the Cobra Bat. Because y'all know me, I was bitching at them. They put it in the wrong spot. Motherfucker, give it to me for $20.
Nice.
Okay, so the other day I went to Target and the lady was talking to the other lady, and they had a Star Wars for $30, the new one, and I was like, well, that's not a bad deal. I got $25 or $22 on my rewards, and I can just pay the extra $8. The lady didn't scan it. She just like blatantly opened the case, and put it in the bag. And I was like, should I say anything on this? You know what? Fuck that. It's not my fault. I didn't say nothing. I got a free game out of it. Fuck that.
Nice. Sure.
Yeah.
Something similar happened with me with the figure I'm about to show. So I got a Transformers figure that I didn't pay what it was worth. So
2 seconds here, Vinnie.
Yeah.
Right before you get into that, somebody had asked about Mattel. Where was it? I seen Curtis say something about Mattel and somebody else. Tree Rock Creation. How's Mattel company doing? And Curtis said he haven't heard of Mattel in forever. Mattel is still doing stuff. They're still doing the Masters of the Universe stuff. Some of it's been a hit, some of it's been a miss, but they're still around.
Cross between Master Universe, TMNT right now they're pushing out.
Yeah. I just don't know about those. I mean, I think I like the NECA Universal Monster ones, especially the Leonardo one. But I seen somebody do a review, and that thing is killer. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vinny.
So, I'm sorry to interrupt again. You said the Leo as him as
He cut out.
I didn't catch any of that.
Could you repeat that? I think his phone went. Yeah, I didn't hear any of that.
I think he was asking about the Leo. I heard something about Leo.
Well, which version was? It's not the new one because right there.
It's the new one.
The
creature. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And oh my God, the paint applications on that thing are phenomenal. Like 10 times better than the regular creature. Like you can definitely, the greens are more predominant than the golds, but the golds are amazing highlight on it the way they should be.
Oh, nice. Sounds like I'm gonna have to repaint the sea creature. But yeah, so I was getting into this one where I didn't pay whatever the 45 whatever the hell this thing was, but this is the Stranger Things one, and I originally had found it. I wanted to get it. I didn't know what the price was. I just went straight to the thing to go scan it, and it wasn't street date yet. Someone put it out early, so they took it from me. I'm like, oh well, thanks. This was horrible. So next time when it was out, I ended up snatching it, and I goofed at the register, and I got this for dirt cheap. So let me show the review on this guy because pretty damn cool. I don't know if I would pay $45 for this guy, but he is a really nice looking Transformer, and we'll break it down. So this is the crossover between Stranger Things. His name is Code Red, and Transformers mashup, just like the DeLorean from the Back to the Future. It's something similar what they did. And the packaging is really great on this guy. And it's sturdy, too. It doesn't feel like cheap, flimsy cardboard. Like, they made sure they were going to do a nice job. I like the Netflix kind of icon thing. That was pretty cool. Back of the box is pretty good, simple, interesting stuff here. But if you slide it out, is it actually a proper pizza box that they did? So this was really cool, like a personal pizza. And you open up this son of a bitch, and there's something really cool what they did. You know, like the grease stain you normally see from a pizza box. Well,
Yeah.
they actually did like logos and designs in here, and you'll see like
Oh,
the
that's
clock.
cool.
Yeah, you see the clock. There's with the logo, the Autobot logo. There is one of the Demogorgons is in here as well. Like that was really cool. I wasn't expecting something like that. You can see like the mouth of the flower here of the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
So I mean that was pretty cool. That was a nice surprise. They have like the cardboard shades. That was interesting that they did that. How it's packaged was odd that it's wrapped up like that and then like a hole. That was kind of weird, but and then obviously the cardboard shit where you have the weapons that are wrapped up in that other kind of paper. So that was weird that they did that. But yeah, there was the manual how to transform them. But all in all, pretty good how they did this. Nice. So if you're a kid and you want to walk around with cardboard shades that you can't see out of, you could do that as well. I left it as is. And here it is. Again, it's in vehicle form, obviously, for packaging, but nicely done. I like how they did that. The logo on top, the Pizza Boy Pizza. That was pretty nice. The Surfer Boy, I mean. But yeah, they did a really, really good job with all that. I would have preferred some paint application on those wheels. That would have been awesome, but they went solid black. So that's what they do. But they also have the Volkswagen logo on the front of it. So I think that's why this figure is probably extra money. So it was 2 licenses, not just the Stranger Things, but they had to get the Volkswagen as well. And yeah, they made sure to write it on the back. So yeah. And that's what sucks. Those licenses are extra money, and that's why these things are more expensive. But regardless, this thing is very, very nice. I'll show you the robot form as well. So this is what he looks like transformed. I got to say, the legs seem a little long, but when you put the weapons in his hands, it's okay. It kind of balances out a bit more. And if you put him like in different poses, obviously, you can kind of fudge it. His legs don't look that tremendous, but again, there's been some Transformers that are kind of oddly shaped anyway, so not such a big deal. But yeah, speaking of like the Ratchet and Ironhide, very similar transformation on this guy. So they use the same type of transformation on him, but it is completely different molds. So. And I heard a couple other people reviewing him saying that maybe this would be a pretty good Ironhide mold if they decide to do that at some point or do another update or another release. I can't say yes or no because I don't have Ironhide, but judging from what Tommy just showed, I don't know. I think his shoulders are supposed to be wider and stuff. This guy's fine because he's something completely different. If you're gonna have Ironhide, like I think this guy's shoulders would be too narrow for that.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like even the Ratchet shoulders seem wider than this guy.
Right, and he's got longer arms than this guy does for sure. But
I think for what he is, though, Vinny. Yeah, sorry. I think though it looks proportionate for the kind of van that he transforms into.
Yeah. That's what I said. It didn't bother me much. Yeah, then when you put him like in the wider stance too, it's good. The weapons add to it, so. Nicely done. Something cool about this figure that I want to see in more Transformers, the wrist joint, how they did that, it's actually a ball joint. So I prefer that rather than just the regular hinge when that, flops in and out. This one's a ball joint that, yeah, it turns inward. You could get it inside that forearm part as part of the transformation, but is to actually get that little bit extra out of the movement in the wrist, that's really good. So, yeah, there's some engineering things that they could definitely tweak and make it work better for a lot of these figures.
I wonder if that is part of the reason why they went back and they changed a little bit on the Ratchet, because obviously there's a few things on here that cross over to the Ratchet and Ironhide, like as far as the body joints and everything like that. I wonder if that's why that new Ratchet figure that I picked up is so much sturdier.
That's possible, definitely. He is a good size. I mean, because like there's your Optimus, and you know he's just a little bit shorter than him, so that's pretty good. And
Yeah, that's. I was going to say that it's definitely taller than Ironhide and Ratchet. So yeah, like that length in the legs that you're talking about. But since he's supposed to be a big, long delivery van, he should be a little bit longer because that Mitsubishi van that Ironhide and Ratchet is based off was a pretty short van.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, this one makes sense and it's good. And for that price point too, I mean, it's not terrible, but I think a little bit cheaper would have been more reasonable.
Well, I mean, technically, if you're looking at Voyagers, the Voyagers now are in that $34 to $40 some odd price range. So.
I know it's retarded, and that's why a lot of people are like they're. Plus, they're not even releasing good ones, so it's like they're asking for a higher price for shittier figures. You know, like that. You know that class you're talking about, because I haven't seen too many like your classic figures. You'll have a couple like the '86 movie ones, which are nice, but when you start upping the price even more, I don't know, dude. Because like Optimus was $50, and he came with the trailer. You know, that's something more substantial. This is just robot to vehicle mode.
So speaking of Optimus, is there more than one Optimus? Well, no, he's Optimus Prime because he has the Matrix. Is how they explained it later on. Otherwise, he was just plain old Optimus. They are redoing Optimus Prime again. So they are going to be including him, from what I understand, in the '86 movie line. Okay. And he's going to be a little bit bigger.
All right.
The trailer's going to be larger instead of the stumpier trailer that we got with Kingdom and everything like that. So they're going to make it more to scale the way it should be.
All I know is, Vinny, this figure, I want a Devastator that transforms like each piece is this size, so that you get a big Devastator.
Oh, they're making a Devastator. Yeah. They're making a Devastator like that. It's fan toys. They're making each one that comes out is going to be $100 per item, and it's there's one's die cast, and there's going to be a regular one. I think the die cast one's very limited. Sorry, I can't be showing everything.
No problem. I was going to say, Adam, they did do a Devastator. They did it in. I'm trying to think if it was right before Siege. I think it was right before Siege. Power of the Primes, I think. Or
I just know I like
Power of the Primes.
It's Combiner Wars, but you want to get you a Magic Square one because those are the ones that are third parties and they're bigger. They articulate better. They have better paint applications. They're going to cost more money, but they're going to be better. Like.
Oh yeah, just based off the size of this one, like, look, that's why I was saying, like, what I would want would be, I want each piece to be at least this size, and then when you make Devastator, he's gonna make Optimus Prime. A good size figure still looks small.
What was it? 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I had found a third party one.
NBK.
Yeah, NBK.
I found this right here.
I told Tommy about it as well, and he got it, and that's a beautiful one, and it's pretty much in scale with these. So
nice.
Yeah.
The people that made it.
Hold on. Trina's got to take off. Trina, thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry you didn't get to show anything.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling well all of a sudden. I'm sorry, guys, that I have to head out.
It's not a problem, Trina. Be sure to let everybody know when you're going to be back.
Yeah, I'll be back after New Year's, the Wednesday following New Year's. And yeah, not sure what we'll be starting for movies, but yeah, we'll be back. But I want everybody.
Hey, Trina, I meant to tell you this. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to see the creator of The Crow this weekend.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Have an awesome time. Take a lot of pictures. I want to see them. Yeah, I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And yeah, I'll talk to you again soon.
All right, Trina, you have a good one.
Have a good one, Trina.
Feeling better.
Thanks, guys.
Feel better.
Yeah, feel better.
Yeah, the NBK guys, they were the ones that got in trouble, and Hasbro sent. They were they were sent out some laws to get them because their products were better. People preferred them. So they stopped kind of making the NBK ones.
Yeah, there was another company. They actually did arrest the president and vice president of the company. The one that that big Optimus Prime that I reviewed, which was incredible. It's one of the best figures.
What did they arrest him for?
Well, they Marvel
Shady
actually,
business practices?
oh yeah, they were trying to make an Iron Man figure, and they released a couple of photos, and they came after them.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can't do that, especially when Disney holds it, because they've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
pockets as far as China is concerned.
Yeah, they enforce it all. For apparently the Transformers ones, they didn't really enforce shit. They have to change names, obviously, but yeah, the Iron Man one, whew, that's a big no-no, and it sucks because they released some amazing stuff. It's a company that started with a W, like Wei Peng or something like that. But yeah, it really sucks because they were putting out quality for sure.
Time Prophet. What you talking about, Willis? His name was always Bumblebee. See, you people need to stop watching that shit-ass Bumblebee movie. That second and third tier rate material that they use for that piece of crap, it was made with non-canon material. It was from a freaking German publishing company called Verag. Because when they got Marvel Comics in, they didn't stick to the Marvel storylines. They did their own shit and put the freaking logo of whatever franchise it was, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Mask. They put their own stories in there, completely their own, that was completely non-canon, and that's where they got the shit-ass fucking story for that Bumblebee movie. It's absolute nonsense and garbage, and it's why I say that is the shit garbage-ass movie, and it's not even worth the time. And I know people talk about, oh, it wasn't bad. No, it was a piece of shit. It was all about some little emo girl and every Transformer apparently being retarded all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Trash. I'm sorry. Back to you.
That's okay, buddy. I like when you voice your opinions and your views on stuff. It's great. I was gonna say this guy, like his accessories are pretty cool. I like the flamethrower weapon that they had that the sign transforms, and like the ammunition is actually the pizza box that you put on the top there. So that was pretty cool. I wanted to say it because I didn't really showcase it too properly during the review, but that was a nice touch as well. So he does have piping, but they screwed up how they did the piping in the head. It's way lower, and it doesn't work as well. But that's the only other issue. But otherwise, this is a nice figure. So if you're in the market for it or you have the money for it, I would recommend it. But if you're a little bit tight on budget and all that, I think he's a pass. He's not a major necessity. And he is more on the yellow side. I think it's because of the blue I'm using in the background. It comes off as almost like that neon green. But yeah, so that's all the info you need, I think, on this guy, but not too bad.
I want to say that it's Wei Jing.
Wei Jing. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So this is this is a deformer, and they only call it a deformer because they don't want to get sued for being called a transformer. So this guy usually runs about $30. I found him for $10. He's got die-cast metal in him.
Holy crap!
Nice.
Now
he's a pain in the fucking ass to transform. I'm never going to transform him because I'm.
Pull him kind of close to the. Yeah, pick him up and show him off there.
Yeah, he's got metal parts in him.
Nice. Sweet. Okay. All right. So this is when they grabbed the mold and they just improved upon it, right?
Yep. And then you can open up the chest, but it doesn't have the spot for
the matrix.
Yeah. But yeah, he was $10.
He still looks cool.
And I was like, that's a $10.
Yeah.
Dude, there was looked online. They're like $30, and they had a whole stack of them. I was like, I could buy these and just flip them on whatnot for $20.
Where did you find it?
In the thrift store.
Nice.
Oh no shit.
This dude had a bunch of them. And he's been a prick to me too.
He was a prick to you and still gave it to you for $10?
Oh god. So my mom went into that place a few months ago and bought a couple of records and a guitar and some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
The guitar ended up being broken. And the records, they said they were new, but they're all fucked up, scratched up on the inside.
Mhm.
And she was like, "So can I just get a refund?" He's like, "I'll give you this for free." And it was one record. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's fucked up. And then like he's just being a dick. And we're just like, we're never coming back here. It was like, get everything you can real cheap and just you can flip it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because the people online will pay $20 for this all day. It's got metal in it. It's well worth it.
Yeah. It does look cool, man.
Especially
I'll
the
say,
ones with the kids.
yeah, I'll say that. That's the one thing I know. Tommy hates the movie, but I think there's a lot of the designs look great, and Cybertron looked fantastic. But yeah, I'll definitely give them that for sure.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes of that Bumblebee movie was the only thing that was any good.
Yeah, but like I said, the designs were pretty good on them. Even Bumblebee, his redesign looked better than the regular Michael Bay shit.
Hey man, at $10, you could have one transformed and one not transformed, and you're $20. You're still ahead of the game if they're going for 30.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one piece that you just showed off Decepticon. I don't know if you can hear me. That was actually part of a storyline where they got trapped in time for a while.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I looked it up. Yeah, so they apparently got trapped in prehistoric times for a short while, and that's where that figure comes from. So that is still legitimate from the Eastman and Laird comics series.
Nice.
Oh, I will, Time Prophet. I'll look it up later. Yeah, I'm just having problems with the internet really bad tonight, so I can't open Twitter up while I'm on here.
What's that say, y'all?
Go ahead.
What you got there?
Transformers. It says Transformers on the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here I'm taking it.
That sounds dirty, Curtis. Thank you for dropping all those links earlier, Curtis. Always appreciate that, man.
Well, it's not all Transformers. You got this guy.
I see your Swartz is as big as mine.
It's supposed to, the arm is supposed to light up, but the batteries will probably need to be changed out. So there's that one. All right, so we're gonna stop that now. Hold on. All right, y'all ever seen this one?
Oh, that's weird. Is that the MP3 player?
It's the he's a tablet.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all seen that one?
I remember seeing it a while ago. They had a tablet, they had an MP3 player, and shit, what was the other one? There was a third one. I forget what the third one was.
I mean, that's pretty cool for the instructions.
Yeah, it is. I like how the eyes too. How you can display the box like that. That's nice.
Lost Vinnie for a minute there.
Yeah. Sorry, what was he showing off?
You got to show off the sound wave.
So the back of the tablet, you even got the little camera spot.
Yeah.
The front of the tablet, this slip. All back there is. Take a minute. This part's the shield. There's his head. It's a little. You gotta like put his head together in stages to make it a full head. It'd take it too long to. This is one of my San Diego Comic Con special ones.
So that's more of like a parts former, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like I usually have this being held by Unicron.
Yeah.
So, because that way at least he's being used to some kind of extent. Thought I'd show that guy off. I don't think I showed him off in a while.
No, that's pretty cool.
And then here's the unit. That's motherfucker.
Yeah.
Always flipping everybody off. This is the one of the bigger first ones that came out.
Yeah, the Armada version.
Yeah, fingers articulate. That's
See,
like
now my Armada version is slightly different than that. One hand on mine is completely clear.
Yeah, it is clear.
Oh, is it? It looks silverish from here.
I know it always had. I think it's got. I don't know why. I don't know why it always looks so silverish. And then I got the little moon guy right there.
Oh yeah. Shit. What the hell was his name? Dead End or something? No. Dead something. I just recently had dug mine out. Like probably it was just like a couple months ago or so.
Oh, there's someone dug out. This is all the stuff I have to take down because I'm moving. So what I did was I just put the tacks in the little holes right here.
Mm-hmm.
I need to take a pair of pliers and pop them out, but it fits pretty good. You just stick it on the wall. It's pretty smooth. It still works too.
Nice.
I thought I'd show off some of that stuff. Yeah, I was looking up this Wanderer one because that's who this one is. It's the Wanderer. I was actually looking for the comic. And I guess I like that one.
Yeah, weapons. Yep.
Like how the wraparound back has everybody back there, and Shauna's in it. Red Bull. This is one of my favorite ones, just because it's got Casey Jones. I just picked
Oh, and look, and April wasn't a potato sack.
Oh yeah, when April was real. So this is a number. What is this? What number? Number 6 from the Mirage line.
Yeah, that's the one where they fought in the gladiatorial arena against Triceratine guys.
Yeah, his first appearance is right here on this cover.
Nice.
That's pretty much all I got.
I'm assuming that was a first print, yeah?
Yeah.
Even nicer then. Yeah. Most impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, but
what's up, Monotony?
Hey, Tony.
She was only $5 at Ollie's. And I wanted to say that I saw the other two today. I was like,
I was looking for her in my Ollie's. They didn't have her. They at one point they did have a Tomox Zimot, and they had Stalker for $5. But they were gone within a few days, man. A few days, somebody came and bought every last one of them out.
Yeah, because you can do the twins for $10 a piece or $20 each. 10 for one and 20 for the other.
Sorry, what did I miss?
You're taking some big bong rips there, Vinny.
Say again?
I said, are you taking some big bong rips there? Missing everything?
No.
Yeah, I'm missing everything because my internet keeps kicking me.
Internet, yeah.
Yeah. Lovely stuff. Yeah, no, I don't do drugs. I'm high
not
on
a
plastic.
drug. A drug is like what man makes.
I smoke Vinnie share. I got you, Ben. Don't worry.
I smoke everybody's share.
Lovely. But yeah.
I'm not trying to be a dick, Vinny.
No, I don't know what you guys were talking about. So
I was just talking about the showing off the Eastman like this right here. The number 6 I got.
Oh, sweet.
To be honest, I don't like the CGC casings.
Mm-hmm.
Because once they fall and hit tile, they break, dog. That's game over.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking game over every time. And then
yeah, I never got anything graded, so I don't know.
I got the CBCS ones. Them motherfuckers fall at least 9 times before they even chip.
Damn.
Like, I don't know. I don't like. Maybe it's just because the CBCS is in Texas.
Maybe.
Right.
They made him cheap on purpose.
Yeah, what's going on, Brutal?
These
Back when
motherfuckers.
April was the ginger, not misspelled.
Oh yeah, this whole right here. I was like, is that a remark? Because it looks like they just tagged over everything. They did a really good job on it. It looks really good. April was a hot ass redhead. But
Yeah, like I said, not a potato sack.
yep. That's all
That's
you
pretty
missed.
much what you missed, Vinny.
You got this one. I may have shown this one off last time. Number 311. Y'all like Spawn? I've always liked Spawn.
I got a few issues.
I used to like it back in the day, and I just kind of fell out.
Yeah, I used to watch all that shit on fucking HBO all the time.
Yeah, the
That
HBO
cartoon was better than the movie.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Slasher. You ain't wrong.
You ain't wrong on that, dude. You could still sit back and watch that fucking cartoon today and be like, yeah, I'm entertained with it.
Hell yeah. You watch that and then turn around and watch the old Silver Surfer.
Yeah, Spawn was cool. I had a bunch of the first issues, the first run of issues, and fucking couple of McFarlane Spawn figures. More than a couple. Yeah, Spawn was cool.
Hold on a minute. This is getting
I
out
just
of
missed
control.
that. I missed that
There are two
cartoon.
Vinnies.
Yeah, what's going on?
I see double Vinny.
What the?
Vinny's internet smoking all the drugs.
I think it is. It's on crack and heroin all at the same time.
That is a hell of a drug.
Oh my god.
We should not have made this bargain.
Damn right.
Am I coming in clear?
You were until you started speaking. Now you kind of echoing. Or is that my end?
No, I hear you guys. I hear you. I know some of you haven't read comics in a while too. Cartoons, all 90% of the time, they're better than the movies. It's rare that you get a movie that's better than the cartoon. And the HBO cartoon was absolute fire. HBO also did a really good Street Fighter 2 movie as well.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, the
Yeah,
anime.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That shit was fucking. Oh my god. Another one that blew the fucking live action out of the fucking water.
Fuck yeah, it did. It made live action look horrible.
Well, the live action made itself look horrible. Anyway.
I got the comics. I don't always read all of them. I read some, like was it Creep Show?
Samba Godo comes in. You have failed me for the last time, Tata Mella. The multi-Vinny, the multi-Vinny verse. Like the 90s X-Men cartoon, 4 good seasons and 1 crap season. And you know what? It happens. It happens. Does anybody else have anything to show off? I have one more thing to show off because I unfortunately could not get a whole bunch else uploaded.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, let me see if I got one other thing I got to grab real quick here, if I can grab it.
Yeah.
You
go ahead and grab it.
Damn it. I don't have it available. I'm going to have to look for it while I'm playing the first part of this. So the next figure I'm going to show off, it's another one is Transformers related because that's what I had time to shoot. The third one that I shot, I didn't have time to upload, and unfortunately, it was a pretty hilarious piece. And I'm going to have to save that for the next stream that I wind up doing with the toys. So, but this one is a little bit lesser known of a figure. I asked a few people that knew about Transformers. They did not know this guy whatsoever. I didn't know who he was when I first picked it up, and I had to research it and like, oh, okay, all right, now I know where he's from. So I'm going to explain it in the 2-part clips of these video, and I want to get everybody's opinion what you thought about this one.
Welcome back, because we're hanging out with Jumper, the master of the Transformers. You just had a bath, didn't you, Jumper? Oh yeah, all cleaned up and ready to go. As we're going to get into, of course, you know with Jumper here, this Transformer review. So, from Legacy Evolution, we've got one that many of you may not have heard of this character. We have Detritus. Detritus is an interesting character. So this one actually goes back to 2004 when they had an eHobby exclusive at one of the BotCons. It was basically a remolding, recoloring of the original G1 Hound, and this guy is supposed to be a Junkion. Detritus is a bit of a mercenary and does business with both sides. His whole idea is to try to make as much moolah as possible so he can build up an army and take over leadership from Wreck-Gar of all the Junkions. A very interesting character for them to delve into. It just seems that they are really leaning heavily into the Junkion race and really giving us a whole bunch of different characters. I really like that. Much like the original one, he does have a Decepticon symbol on the front of the car, which would normally be the top of the chest as well, but he also does have an Autobot sticker on the side of his arm, and I don't recall if the original one had an Autobot sticker on the arm. I don't think it did, because the original Hound mold had no room for any kind of logos on it, so they did keep a lot of the aesthetics true to the 2004. There'd be a picture right up in the left-hand corner for you to take a look at it between the two of them, and we're going to go ahead, we're going to get this one out of the box and take a look at it.
You're damn right, Jumper did take the bribe, and that's what I have to do every time I put Jumper on the table. I do have to bribe him to get him to do some of these videos. It's son of a bitch, man. He freaking eats me out of house and home.
And there it looked like he was like, hey, you're not paying me any attention. Hey.
No, he's saying I want more payment is what he said.
You owe me for more time. Okay, that's what that was. Hey,
it's like putting quarters in a meter when you're outside of some place. You have to keep throwing food up in front of them. But I'm going to play the second part, and now I want to get everybody's opinion to this guy.
Right out of the box, here we go with Detritus. Not too horrible. I mean, this is the old Hound mold. It's a little bit loose right here on one of the legs, but it's not horrendous. It's got some movement up here in the legs, back all the way. I believe that this one did the full Van Dams. Yes, it did, and technically then some. Not bad at all. It's got the knee cut right there. It does have a rock down here at the feet. It's got a little bit of a turn up here as part of that ball that's on the top, but beyond that, there's no extra cut for like a thigh that you would normally see with a lot of these ones. It's got decent movement in the arms, all the way up and around. It's got the elbow. It's got the bicep cup. He does have hand movement, a little bit on the tight side. That's okay. I'd rather it be tight than loose. He does have a waist turn as well. He does have some head movement, but it's not a lot. So the one thing I will say that they kind of flubbed on here is the face. The face on this guy, the 2004 repaint of Hound, they did more for this beard. They've got a little bit of gold touch on it, but I believe that the original one was more of like a dark brownish color, and they just put like a little gold goatee on him. I'm not really sure why they did that. I mean, they did a pretty good job of capturing the paint scheme of the original one, but how do you miss small details? So we're going to get him in a few action poses, and we're going to get him with his weapons. Go with Detritus in an action pose with his shoulder cannon on and his blaster in his hand. As you can see, the articulation does lend to some pretty dynamic poses. I will say, however, the shoulder cannon with this missile that's sitting on there, it is a huge pain in the ass to get on or get back off again, so be careful with that. And as you can see right here, he can get down into a pretty damn good kneeling position. You can actually take the shoulder rocket firing piece, and it's supposed to evo fusion to the gun, thereby creating a larger blaster. And then you can actually stick the missile on either one of the sides of the ports in the back of this figure. Overall, the posability on this one is really good. They didn't mess up the mold on half. Of course, here we go with him transformed into his Jeep mode. As a repainting, paying respect to an eHobby exclusive with this Dietrich figure from the original Hound mold from Kingdom, I think they did an excellent job. Anyway, guys, be sure to let our good buddy Jumper know what you thought about this one.
Yeah, Jumper, that figured out he's stubborn. He will get more every single time. He's a master negotiator, so functional art. Fuck that missile. That missile sucks, dude. I had to actually use a small flathead screwdriver to pull that thing back apart, man. The way they designed that thing to snap together on there sucks. One thing I want to point out is this. So I didn't do a good job of capturing in the video. So you can see he's got like this little teeny tiny gold goatee. So the original figure actually had like a brown, almost like a brown like beard like looking thing, the way they painted on the original Hound. I don't know why they went with this gold goatee on there, but it's barely noticeable, and they should have done this in the darker brown. I don't know why they flubbed on that. But, I mean, other than that, like, everything about this figure was really solid. The what they did with the original Hound, changing it over into this figure, they must have improved the mold a little bit, or they didn't screw the mold up, because nothing was really loose except one upper thigh joint was just slightly loose, but yeah, the rest of it was damn solid. The only thing I wish they would have did is something a little bit different for the way the missile snaps onto the end of that, what's supposed to be the launcher piece. That was horrible. It was way too tight. Like, if a kid put that on there, they would have snapped that thing the hell off, because it was clear plastic, and you know how weak clear plastic can be. But did anybody
see it, brother?
I'm taking none of you guys knew about that guy at all, right?
I'm not a Transformers junkie, so I don't really. I didn't know about it.
No, I didn't know about that one.
But yeah.
No, I didn't know about that one. I saw some newer ones, like there were the G2 repaints. They were the neon colors, but I can't even spend $10 on that trash. Hey,
Chaos Soy, pretty close to a 9 out of 10. I would say that's probably what I would give it. You don't understand why I called him Cliff Jumper? Because when I first brought him home, he got right in the face of Cringer. And when
he's saying you should just call him Cliff. Is what he's saying.
Oh, well, like Cliff Burton. He's
Cliff Clavin.
Well, no, he got that name for a reason, because he got right in the face of Cringer, and he was half his size, like literally half the size of Cringer, and he was getting right in his face and bullying Cringer. And that's kind of what the character Cliff Jumper is known for, just jumping into situations that are probably more than he could really handle. So that's how he got his name.
That's funny.
Pig with an attitude.
Yeah, I would say this one is probably a 9 out of 10. It's really close. I mean, there's a few things in articulation in the head that were pretty crappy, and then that missile kind of pissed me off a little bit. But yeah, I would say an 8 out of 10 is more accurate for that one. But yeah, like another eHobby exclusive. They went back and they looked to see what they did for eHobby exclusives, and they've done that with the Diaclone era stuff. They've gone back and they've done these reimaginings of those characters with a more modern figure. And yeah, I was not disappointed with this one. And that's coming from a character I wasn't 100% sure who he was when I seen him on the shelf. I just knew it was a Hound mold, and I knew it had to be one of those lesser known figures. So when I looked it up and seen it was an eHobby exclusive, and then it was like a mercenary Junkion, I was like, oh yeah, I'm glad I picked this one up, because I like the Junkions. I always thought they were a really cool addition to the Transformers, lineup as far as a faction when they did them in the '86 movie, and seeing them expand on them with guys that don't necessarily fall in line with the rest of the Junkions, I think is pretty cool.
You know what's funny is I didn't realize that was Weird Al Yankovic until I was like fucking 16 years old.
You didn't know that was his song in it?
I didn't know I didn't realize that character was actually Weird Al Yankee when he talks all fast and shit. I was like I didn't know that. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, no, Weird Al just did the song.
Okay, was that the Micro Machine guy doing the talking fast then?
As far as Blur, yeah.
Okay.
Michiato, or however his name's pronounced. Yeah, he did all the Microman commercials.
Yeah, my bad. I got those two fucked up. Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I still didn't realize that was only because I was on a huge kick on listening to a bunch of Weird Al Yankovic because Fool had so many fun. Remember the Fat Boys? How he remade the video? That shit was funny, dude. Weird Al was a trip. And then I was just looking through my DVDs, so I got the VHS, or not the VHS. I got the DVD, and then I got going in to whenever the TV show comes back. I got the first 4 episodes that connect to the movie. That bring it back into Generation 2 or whatever. Whenever Optimus is dead, so it's like a continuity. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I found that at the thrift store, and I got it for like $1. And I was like, score.
Nice.
No, I hear you, Curtis. But I mean, I think too, when it comes to these companies, we should expect the best out of them every single time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they expect us, especially if they expect us, like we keep saying, they want us to keep paying more money for these damn things, they better bring their motherfucking A game every single time. I'm sorry. And if you're not, you are doing nothing but spitting in the fans' face and people that want to buy these characters in plastic form again and keep collecting them. You're spitting in our faces when you don't bring your A game. This one and the Ratchet one, I really do think that they brought their A game. I think there's still some flubs in there, and I think there's things that they could work on and they could correct. But at the same time, you know, I do think that they probably brought a lot better than I've seen in some of the more recent ones that I've done.
You say they should bring their A game, but they're using the boxes are trash. The plastic, most of the plastic feels like it's fucking cheap, and I'll tell you exactly what I mean. When they came out with the Transformers Street Fighter hybrids,
I got one set of them.
That shit was complete fucking trash. After I bought one of them and I looked at it, I was like, nah, I couldn't justify in my head how shitty it looked. I couldn't justify it.
It was Transformers
Street
versus
Fighter.
Street Fighter, or was it
Transformers crossover?
Yeah.
So it was like
you would get like
a Decepticon. You would get like a fucking a
M. Bison was
Bison.
M. Bison was Megatron.
And Optimus Prime was
Ryu.
Starscream is Vega.
Well, they didn't go that far, so they only released 2 sets. So they did a Prime Megatron crossover, Ryu versus Bison, and then the other one was
Chun-Li and Ken.
RC, and Ken, who was Hot Rod, because that's the one I have. The Ken and
that was still like $70, $80, right? And it's like even looking at it, you can see one side of the plastic is like just like hollowed out. It's just like nothing there. Whenever it's for the transformation but it's just, it does not look good. Yeah, I couldn't justify spending $60 to $100 on that. Hell, I got the G2, or I got the G1. What is it? Devastator from the remake Walmart sold a couple years back. I got it on sale for $20. Motherfuckers want $250 for that. And I'm just like, wow.
Shit.
And mine don't have a box. I immediately opened it up, took out the box. I said, this is a reprint. Nobody's ever. No, man, people still want those. They want those remakes. They don't care. Mm-hmm. They'll still pay for. But I want Devastator. I didn't care. I was like, fuck that. I want Devastator. Devastator's one of my characters I always liked. I'm not gonna. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pay $20 for a $60 figure all day.
Oh yeah.
And that's just how. That's how y'all know me. Y'all see me. showing y'all my receipts on what I pay. I'm not gonna pay full price for everything.
Same. I think a lot of shit is just way too overpriced. If you get another deal somehow, and yeah, jump on it.
And that's,
that's
why
I get like the classifieds at GameStop.
What Chaos Boy says right here is 100% right.
Yep. You better make sure.
$80. You think you're gonna fucking let me? You think you're gonna have me coming back for another one for $80? If it's a piece of shit.
Slasher, that's exactly where I was with that Megatron Hiss Tank. So I picked up the Megatron Hiss Tank, and don't get me wrong, the carded Baroness with the old school GI Joe style look to her was pretty cool. The packaging in the box for the Megatron Hiss Tank, absolutely fantastic. The Hiss Tank mode itself looked really good. Megatron as a robot looked like garbage. It was hollow everywhere. It was just trash.
Yeah, it was.
Machine Soundwave looked pretty good.
No, yeah, I seen somebody do a review on that one, and I didn't want to get it, and I didn't want to get Bumblebee as the All Striker with Stalker because I was worried that it was going to be exactly the same as Megatron. And I watched the review, and it was hollowed out trash, just like Megatron.
Yeah.
Soundwave, on the other hand, comes with Zartan, comes with Zorana, and then comes with a little non-transformable Ravage who's in blue, so he's not really Ravage. I forget the name of the Charbral is supposed to be the name of that transformer because it was like a e-hobby repaint exclusive of Ravage, and it was in blue. So it comes with that and a little chain to lead him and everything, but the guy did a full review. There's no big hollow spots in Soundwave whatsoever. They actually did a good job with that one as the Thunder Machine.
Right, so that one would be worth getting if it's not if it's not that I got to put my thumb on the counter and they take out a machete.
Well, that's a $90 figure.
I saw somewhere that they're going to be releasing a Ravage in a cage, kind of that can fit for the GI Joe classified line. It kind of looks like it could fit into it. But it's a transformer with just Ravage inside of a cage. So it almost looks like it goes to Zartan. Now, I don't know when it's coming out, but I think it was Tiberium Hanger that was showing that on his channel. That was probably a week ago or so.
Yeah, I brought something up, Tommy, whenever, if you ever want to bring it up. Whoa, what happened there?
You or me, Tommy?
Tommy? Vinnie?
Go ahead, Vinnie, go ahead.
Got it.
All right, so this was the all right, what was when we did the stream on ETAPS, and it was the G.I. Joe stream. The Cobra Mothership. See, I thought this was made already. No, they were trying to get a crowdfunding.
Yeah.
And they didn't get it.
How big was it?
4 feet wide. It was 4 feet wide and 4 feet long.
Jesus.
You see it?
You could fit 15 different Joes in there, or Cobras.
Jesus. And what scale is that of the figures?
3. It's for the retros, the reaction figures.
Gotcha.
And that was something that would have been done. You know, it was, I want to say it was like $500.
Yeah, I think it was.
Wow. $4.99, and then they unlocked a couple tiers, but it didn't get fully funded because they had the unlocks before you could get the thing going, because they're gonna put out like a 5-pack of the Cobra Troopers, and they're gonna put out the Trouble Bubbles. This is all the stuff. See, I watch their stuff. I'm not a big fan of it, but I do get a little insight on it. It looks cool, but for something that's $500,
nah.
It's insane. No kid is gonna buy that.
ETEP bought it today.
But see, that's strictly.
Oh, he gave to this.
Yeah.
So do you get your money back?
It was like $500 that he put in. Yeah.
So is he going to get his money back because it didn't get
No, I
funded?
thought he said. I thought he had said it was $500. That's what I thought he said.
They'll
He
say,
said
why are you digging for money?
no. You're saying he gave 500? Oh.
No,
He said it on that stream. He said, yeah, he said he was in. And I made the joke on the stream. I said, what are you going to tell your wife, that you had to buy a new lawnmower motor?
I got a lawnmower for $100 a couple years back. Motherfucker's real nice.
And I'm sorry though, that fucking price is ridiculous.
It is.
It's not. That is not what that is worth. Not at all. That's total bullshit.
I could get a 3D printer and print that son of a bitch up for that price. And that's just paying for the printer and the fucking the printer itself. I could buy $100, the $129 printer, and still pop that son of a bitch out.
Look how happy this guy is.
Well, that's what I mean. A lot of these toy companies, they're scamming people when they do these crowdfunders. They're scamming them in a massive way.
But yeah, I didn't know that they were doing I didn't know there was a campaign for this. I thought it was being like put out. Definitely, I had no idea.
Gotcha.
I didn't know G.I. Joe needs
of
to
it.
do crowdfunding stuff.
No, they were showing videos of it like it's real, like it's coming out this winter. And no, I've seen it was the Cobra. Are you a Cobra sympathizer? And just goes off into a long 4-minute commercial, just geared on fucking selling this thing so many times. Because I've had people talk to me about it, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't get into something like that. If I'm paying something $400 or $500 that big, that son of a bitch better have a metal fucking kickstand for the wheels that are rubber. I want some real parts in that son of a bitch. I'm not paying for just for plastic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, do a light up feature for the eyes and all that shit. Because I know
Fuck
the Hiss tank,
yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, the Hiss tank
firing missiles.
See, I'm about to start buying just those flame toy model kits. I got one from Ollie's. I got the fucking G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, and my mom got Boba Fett. The Boba Fett is like $40 at Target. I saw it today. I got it for $12.
Also, for $500, the least they could have did was have it have firing missiles, right?
Listen, for $500.
Yeah, I know. I better be getting a hand job from the CEO.
Exactly. You better,
the least a hand job.
A hot blonde with big tits delivering it. You know.
The front of it's got a pocket in it. The mouth part.
Jesus.
No, I'm talking about from the guy who crowdfunded it from his wife. I'm saying, like, she better come to my house, deliver that, and be like, okay, let's go. Let's go inside.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said. But anyway,
I'll help you put it together.
I know, like, the Hiss tank when Hasbro did it, because, like, again, too much money, but at least they had some features on it, like that light up shit. The whole
Why are these Hasbro vehicles being crowdfunded?
Yeah, they shouldn't have been. You're right. They shouldn't have been at all. Do it.
Dude,
take the electronics out then, and you could put it regular. You know, put it in the stores regular. Because
hold on. I'm in my kids' room. I'm gonna go on my camera real quick. I want to show y'all this.
Because I know they have like the light source and shit on it.
All right, you see this jet? You can go big screen. You don't mind?
Yeah, 1 sec.
You see this? That's nice, ain't it?
Yeah.
This is a Walmart toy brand I got for $10. Hold on.
$10. Wow.
It makes noises.
Uh-huh.
It's got a little stand. It fits the G.I. Joes. Why the fuck am I gonna pay $400 for some other shit?
Exactly. No, yeah, that's pretty cool.
For something that you can't even hold up like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you couldn't hold it. Yeah, I'm dropping shit. See, I dropped it and it's not breaking.
All right. Do you remember the Marvel Legends? They tried to crowdfund the Ghost Rider car. Now that thing, it flopped. And there are people who are going online saying it's the same exact mold of a Barbie doll. Like they had some kind of Barbie like muscle car or whatever. And it had light up features on it as well. It was just in pink. And it was in stores for around $30. And that stupid car, they were asking for like, I think close to $400 or something. It was a retarded number. And it's like, okay, so you're literally scamming people. I'm so happy that it flopped. But yeah, it's the same deal. That's why I didn't get the his tank. And they tried to sweeten the pot by throwing in like an extra 4 or 5 figures or some shit with their stretch goals, including the Cobra Commander. Which, by the way, that Cobra Commander is coming out now carded, like on the retro style. So okay, so what was the point of that? You know, it was bullshit. It's all bullshit. But speaking of the G.I. Joe stuff, I did finally do the review.
Hey, what up, Frankie?
And hopefully the internet stays on. Hey, Frankie.
And yeah, they did. Matter of fact, they're still. I don't know if they finished that crowdfunding for it or not, because they were crowdfunding for extras, but they did get it fully crowdfunded.
What is this Hasbro crowdfunding was supposed to be for not huge companies, right? Am I
right? It's supposed to be for
in Bizarro world right now?
No, I agree, dude. I agree. But you know what? Good. They're laying off 1,100 employees, and it looks like next week they're going to do another 1,100. So I think whatever decisions are being made by the higher ups, these people are brain dead. So what is it? You get what you fucking deserve. Is my internet freezing again? Or you guys just quiet?
No, I'm actually.
No, I'm still I'm still
doing
Marvel and Hasbro being like, oh, please help us make like that shit. Like, I'm sorry that shit is supposed to be not for the mega corporations with mega known properties.
Oh yeah,
it's supposed to be.
Hell, I should start a crowdfunding campaign. I'm going to use your toys though, Vinny, your art and shit, and we'll start a crowdfunding campaign. We'll get a 3D printer, and all of us together. We put the shit together, and we'll just put Hasbro to shame. Like fuck them. Like at this point, that's where it's leading to. Like I was saying with the Transformers, I'm going to buy the models, and my brother's an electrician. He can show me how to wire in a fucking light to the eyes real quick, and a little soundboard. Boom. And I can pass that skill on whenever y'all want to build some toys. Throw that in every fucking toy. It does not cost a lot of money, especially if it's somebody, fuck, I'm tired of paying all this money. What was it? The Hulk toy. The last Hulk toy, fuck. He was a big one, but it was just like, it was a real fucking plastic feeling. It was also the son of Dark Side. That one, they feel so fucking chunky and plastic, like just melted plastic thrown together. Yeah. It just felt like melted plastic thrown together. Like it does not feel like I have. All right, so I have this McFarlane. Shit. I have this McFarlane one. And that's the Fortnite character. I don't know what fucking character it is.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like shit. It doesn't feel like trash. I get my good feeling toys. Like he actually plays with that shit. He doesn't play with the big, bulky, trashy shit.
Yeah. Well, again, McFarlane, they like to do that shit. They use the cheap stuff a lot of times. Yeah,
now they do. Now they do. They used to not. When they lost the Fortnite license, they started making trash product.
Yeah.
Because Fortnite brought in a lot of money for him.
This is how it goes with them. Because again, he's outsourcing these things. It's not real studios anymore. Because when I was there, it was a studio, and we all worked together. That's how we're coming out with cool designs and really fun shit. We started forcing him to do the articulated figures. He hated doing articulated figures. He just wanted the little statues with like 1 or 2 cuts in them. And we kind of forced. Huh?
They sucked ass, dude. I got that fucking from The Crow, the movie Mannix, The Crow.
Yep.
God damn, it's so trash because you can't move them, and the way he poses leaning forward.
Yeah, and that figure broke a whole bunch of times too when they were making it. But let me do this before I get kicked off again, because I think my internet might be going again soon. So let me show the G.I. Joe Classified, what we had here, because I finally did review them, Stalker and Zorana. And again, these are really nice figures. And yeah, $4.99. Yeah, while I did the voiceover, I couldn't see through the phone. I thought it was $5.99, so I was saying that. But yeah, $4.99. Beautiful figure. Yeah, Tommy found him at Ollie's. I'll jump a little bit. Here's the Zarana. In this review, I did not have that extra hair piece. I couldn't find where the hell I put it because I had this one on my phone. I recorded a while ago and I forgot to do the full review on her. But yeah, I forgot where the hell I put it. So, but everything else is there in the review. Nicely done. Packaging's pretty good. This artwork is shit though, and it makes no sense. Like when they were more uniformed, it was good. To do this weird kind of over-the-top cartoony style piece made no sense. But everything else was fine. I like the open window because that's what they said they're going back to these finally. But who knows how long this company's going to stay around now. But let's jump a little bit. But again, very nice figure. This thing is ultra clean. Probably the best female figure I think that they made. Her joints and shit are really good. The pinless joints are fantastic how they did that. No major issues. I know there's a few people, they said like the rotation at the upper arm, it would come off for certain people. I didn't have that issue at all. Every joint was fine. No major issues at all. Stalker is a beautiful figure. That thing is, it's really killer. I can't believe he was only $4.99 at Ollie's. I'm still, yeah, mind blown at that. But yeah, two really, really good figures. Nicely done. Her paint applications are amazing. Yeah, super clean. We'll jump over to him real quick. And yeah, I do like that you could take off like that poncho kind of thing. He's got great weapons, good detailing all around, nice texture and shit. Yeah, they did a beautiful job on him. I never seen this guy in stores. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten him. So I'm happy that Tommy had found him at Ollie's. Hopefully, they'll get more figures because I know like certain stores just aren't carrying shit anymore, or they sell out too quickly, and then we just have like the shitty repaints. And I don't understand why, they keep doing these Tiger Force shit and things like that. I think it's really stupid. Just put out your classic figures and they'll do fine. They'll sell. Anyway, he does have really good articulation. Most of these guys do. The ball jointed head and all that. Shoulders, double hinge for the elbows and knees and all that. The proper hinge for the wrist. So that's good. Not just the side-to-side one, but the up and down.
You know what, Vinnie? Before you continue talking about the awesome articulation, I want to point out one thing. So when these things wind up going to Ollie's and they're selling for $4.99 there, guess what? Ollie's is still making a profit. Why? Because these figures don't cost that much for Hasbro to make. They cost very little for them to make. If these things cost $2 or $3 for them to make, that's saying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
These things cost next to nothing. And they're marking these shit-ass fucking product up to like $24, $25 or more in the stores. Is absolutely outrageous, especially when you factor in that they don't always put the top quality into it when they're doing some of these ones. And you get like that crap-ass Baroness. Like, that was just horrible what they did with that figure.
Oh, yeah.
There is no fucking call for it, especially for these fucking prices.
Oh, yeah. Look at a figure like him. There's not a ton of paint applications on him. There's very minimal. And this is all solid plastic. So they're just shooting them out of the fucking machines and stuff. There's not a ton going on. He has some of the camo that's on him. That's about the only thing they really painted. The whites in the eyes, that little piece on the top. It's simple. It's simplistic shit. So you're right. They are just, the inflation is ridiculous on them. Yep.
Greedflation. Yeah,
that's exactly it.
And here's the part that really pisses me off. So Decepticon was kind of beaten down on fucking Hasbro, and so was Slasher with that shit with the crowdfunding crap. You know what? These son of a bitches, they have their own site that they sell a lot of these figures on, and guess what? You are paying store prices when you buy directly from Hasbro, and you're paying for shipping on top of it. Dude, if I want to pay that kind of money, I could probably find somebody on eBay and get it for fucking cheaper.
You know, that's what NECA does too. Hold on, before we just bash them. NECA does the exact same thing. I know this from a personal experience on 2 accounts. When I was buying the Turtle 4-pack, it was $150. In the store, it was $136. Then you had to pay for the shipping, $25. So, and then whenever you get, and then it was the Chrome Dome. So they said that was only going to be a NECA store release, and I paid $48 plus another $16 or $20 for shipping. It was fucking $38 in the store.
Wow.
And see, that shit right there is fucking horse shit. It's absolute horse shit. You know what? If you're ordering directly from their store, number one, you should be getting free shipping. Because you know they're selling these fucking figures to these stores for under fucking $5 a fucking piece. Well under that. Like I said, if Ollie's could sell them for $4.99 and still turn a profit, that means that these figures are probably $2 or $3 maximum. Dude, they're being sold for.
My mind was blown when I saw Jeff Hicks. He went to an Ollie's, and there was maybe 7 or 8 Sergeant Slaughters in his Ollie's.
I saw that, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I said, too. That figure was going for like $34, $35.
Yeah.
And then at comic shops, he was going for like 40-something.
$42 at my comic shops.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and Ollie's had them at fucking a massive discount. Like, dude, come on. You know? They deserve it. They deserve to be falling apart now.
On her gun, does the chainsaw spin?
Say again?
On the gun, on her gun, does the chainsaw spin?
No, it's stationary.
That's so fucking crazy. See that right there? Just the little shit. Just the little. How much harder would it have been to make it fucking mobile?
Yep. It's another mold for the blade.
And I hear everybody in the chat. You're absolutely right. They're getting what they deserve right now, and this is because they didn't pay attention to the fans, like people like Vinnie, like myself, Decepticon and Slasher, so many other people. And, you know, everybody up here on the panel, Adam included, Trina as well. We've all told and said to these companies what we think that they should be doing, but they don't care. I mean, they're so worried about just trying to turn a profit and just freaking giving us garbage, and now they are suffering the fallout from this.
Guys, I was literally the lead designer at McFarlane Toys, and I was fucking yelling at Todd about some of the shit that we should have been doing. You know what happened? I ended up leaving because I was sick of the bullshit that was going on there, and because there was other stuff I'm not talking about on air that was very dirty, we'll say. But after the fact, they had closed up the studio there, and that's when he started outsourcing to China, because he disappeared for a while. If you guys remember, they were starting to put out some quality figures, and then just shit hit the fan, and they stopped doing it. They dropped a whole bunch of their licenses and stuff, and then he just started doing like these really shitty like smaller figures. Like, remember the Walking Dead ones?
Yep.
Those tiny ones? Those were horrible. Fucking horrible. All outsourced to China, because that was him trying to make a comeback. Then people said, how come you're not doing those 7-inch figures anymore? And then he had like the colored label boxes. He was starting to do some. Some of them look really good, and other ones look like shit. He slowly started building again. It's when he got the DC license. That's what saved his ass in a massive way, because those characters are beloved from all these comic book, not just the comic book stores and shit, but people who buy that stuff. But it's, again, Batman, your Supermans. Kids want that stuff. They want those characters. So they're gonna sell no matter what. You know, like,
yeah, my baby plays with the Batman stuff and the Iron Man stuff, and you know,
that's why he became the #1 North American manufacturer, because he was doing the stuff that people wanted. So it didn't matter that they really outsourced at that point. But like, the company was practically folding up shortly after I left, because they were making stupid decisions. You know, and even some of these reviews, I've ripped into them. On some of them, like, how come you have flying characters that don't have bases? How come you're not doing your main female characters? They're starting to put them out there a little bit now. But I saw one time I saw the Supergirl figure. She looked all right. The face is pretty good. You pick up the figure and you see, and underneath the skirt, she has red pants all the way up. That's not staying true to the character at all. And,
yeah, she's not supposed to be wearing pants underneath.
No,
Nothing underneath.
it's ridiculous, dude. It's fucking ridiculous because they keep going the pussy route. Then he's afraid to put guns, but yet in the same stores, you could see his Spawn figures. They have weapons. So what does it fucking matter? You know, you're the guy who has the actual license. You could bend them over. You could be like, no, I'm sorry, Red Hood. He needs his guns. There's certain characters that need their guns.
Deathstroke. Yeah,
Deathstroke. Yes. You don't just put in a fucking here. Oh, here's a couple of knives. So stupid. Absolutely fucking retarded. But again, it's part of the pussification of everything too.
Grifter.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
Grifter needs his guns.
Mm-hmm. And his guns are more futuristic looking anyway. So you could go with those earlier designs.
That shit pissed me off on like Grifter, and they didn't have no gun. Yeah. Like that's a character that's still underutilized.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Mr. Freeze actually came with a fucking gun. I thought he was gonna come with a snow cone.
When they did those superpower remakes though, and they made the characters that they didn't have in the Kenner line, did Deathstroke. I know they made a Deathstroke. Does he come with a gun?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
I know they made a Vigilante. Like Vigilante should come with a gun. Like
because Warner Brothers pulled their bullshit. You know, they did something similar with the SH figure arts. There was a Harley Quinn that they solicited, and they took all the weapons out. So it's okay. So then, what's the point? People are going to be paying over $100 or something for one of those figures, these Japanese imports, and it doesn't even come with proper weapons. Fucking retarded, absolutely retarded. But that's some more scamming. Those overseas ones.
Yeah, you know what, Cass? No, the woke have power. They have the power to destroy everything that they touch, and that has been pretty apparent over the past so many years.
Yeah,
you just watch all these companies just lose money left and right. Like nothing. What's going on, William? Good to see you, man.
What's up, man? Yeah, because Warner Brothers, they pulled that shit. Yeah, they said no guns, no guns.
Well, all right. Also, shit. Well, when did they come out with the Mortal Kombat versus DC game? What was that, like? Maybe 2009 or 2010 or something?
10, like I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 2010, I want to say.
Warner made the big stink that they didn't want their DC characters getting killed in the video game, so they had like the censored fatalities.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been doing this for a long time. So not really a surprise.
Yeah, it's bullshit is what it is.
It's also really fucking stupid because anyone who's ever read DC Comics,
they murder each
they
other.
They have no problem killing each other in these fucking comics.
Dude, they literally what did they stuff Green Lantern's girlfriend in a refrigerator.
The goddamn readers voted whether to kill Jason Todd. Like,
but if there's a gun, that's going to be harmful to the world.
Like,
please look at these G.I. Joe figures. They all come with all sorts of machine guns,
weapons
handguns,
of destruction.
And now blast effects, and that's right in the same lane with your DC figures. So, fucking retarded. The whole thing is it's hypocritical and ridiculous, is what it is. You know. Fucking bullshit. But anyway, going back to the review, Zarana, I think one of the best female figures that they had done. And when she came out, like, I think 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, something like that. Beautiful figure. Highly recommend this one. If you find her at Ollie's, snatch that up. Don't wait.
Did yours come with the flame extension at the? Where the hell did you get that?
Oh no, that was from the Viper set, the one that I reviewed last time.
Okay, I was looking. I'm literally looking at it right now. I'm like, I don't fucking see that. So does her whole wig come off, or what?
The whole hair comes off. You could swap it.
She's a bald head hoe.
Say again?
She a bald head hoe.
Yeah, you could do that, but it doesn't. It's not completely rounded off. They kind of did it so that it there's like the grooves and shit, so it lines up. But I prefer this hairstyle. Yeah, well, I prefer this hairstyle anyway. The other one looks too ridiculous. It looks like a pink like football or something on her head. I don't know. It didn't look right. I know it's the original design.
The pink one, just the solid pink one, makes her look more butchy. Yeah,
this one's better. Yeah, it looks more like a woman. But Yeah, but I think they did a nice job, and the scaling is great too. But yeah, those effects it came with the Viper set, which again, that was a completely overpriced set. I got it on eBay for $36, which is fantastic. That set was going for like $80 or something online. I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, dude, they had sale on that yesterday. It was like $22.
What was?
The Viper set.
At what? At Ollie's?
No, that was a dude. All right, so every day, everybody's running specials, and I want to say that was a fucking GameStop, $22 for the Viper set because it was half off.
Holy shit!
I was like, what the fuck? If I had the money, because I literally
doing that.
I was like, I'm gonna go sell a game.
Yeah, so I started to bring this up. So I seen that. And it's another one of those pre-orders, and they sold out. And you're talking about that price range, that $80 price range, and this, the Hiss Fire Team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and these were the figures that came exclusively with that fucking Hiss vehicle. That look, they put them out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bullshit.
This is the one thing I like them
talking
about
Steel
that.
Brigade.
Why are they having to do a fucking fundraiser, a crowd fund if they have both licensed to both the property?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why are we having to pay? So, okay, this is how I've seen it. When I buy a comic book that's crowdfunded, I expect it to come out in shock. But the one I see in shops will look nothing like the one I own.
Yeah.
And I expect the inside to have a few different panels, like an artist proof or something. But for me to own something that everybody else can just spend a little bit more money after I drop a shit ton on it, that's not how it's supposed to work. That's why it's crowdfunded. You get a one of one, or a very limited to items. You don't get what everybody else gets. That's
right.
That's not collecting. They just. That's why I don't buy into the cards, or like I was watching these people do some One Piece cards. I don't understand it. How are they even worth money if you're just like Pokemon cards? They're just mass producing this shit, just a mass amount.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna tell me some of that's worth money?
No way.
I can't. I can understand if I got like. Okay, in reality, if I bought some of your art, Vinny, that's your art, it's been published and stuff like that, that's worth money. Mm-hmm. That's worth, compared to a card that's supposed, worth, I can't grasp the reality of it.
Yeah. It's just, they're just scamming people. It's fucking
Bertle's not wrong. Red Hood can't have his guns, but the Joker can have the crowbar he beat Jason Todd.
and sodomize them with.
I remember the fucking they made.
That's why when
they made a Killing Joke figure of the Joker dressed up with his camera. The camera with the picture he takes of fucking Barbara Gordon after he shoots her, and he takes the clothes. They made a figure of that.
Yeah, fun times, eh? Holy shit!
I have a couple other ones I want to show you. So, I mean, I thought this was cool, but once again, like guys are saying, $80, $55. I mean, it's two figures it should only be 50, not 55. I'm sorry. These were originally exclusives back in the day for the 80. What was that? That was like 83 or 84.
Yeah, they were mail away.
Yeah, they were mail away.
Custom one.
You're not getting anything other than just these figures with accessories. You're not getting anything special. You're not getting a special bio card or nothing like that. So why is it 55? Why? But then they had stuff like this. The Iron Grenadier. Metalhead. $34.99. He comes with all kinds of attachments. So, I mean, it's still on a bit of the pricey side, but at least he's coming with a whole lot.
I have the OG Metalhead somewhere.
Yeah, look at all that stuff he's coming with.
I mean, again, it's cool, but then
out.
Okay, man.
All right, Decepticon.
Have a go, man.
Yeah,
you want to let anybody know where to find you, or?
Yeah, I'm over here on my YouTube channel, and Tuesday nights I do Token Tuesdays, which is like digging through crates of comic books and talking shit about what's going on. And then we do Throw It Off Thursdays. That's my new tune ones. Which, it's just more smoking and just talking shit. Showing off figures and stuff like we're doing now. I'm talking about cartoons and whatnot.
Nice.
But they're late night
cool,
shows. They're going to be going on later, like 11 or right before the end of the day, 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
They'll run for about an hour. So
sweet.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. I know Curtis has been dropping his link in the chat. He's been dropping everybody's links in the chat. Thank you, Curtis. Awesome. You can also find most of the people up here on the panel. You can find their links in the description below as well. And hey, man, thanks for jumping on and joining us tonight.
No problem. See y'all around, man.
All right, man. You take it easy.
Have a good night.
Good night, man.
Yeah, it's just a lot of crazy shit that these companies are pulling. But again, I still don't think that should have been $34. That's still too much.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice, and like all the extras it comes with, it looks good. But yeah, it does seem a bit pricey.
Yeah, because look at it. Really, what is it? It's a couple of little pieces that are dangling off of them, and a couple of effects. It's why you could have fit that in a regular package.
I'm trying to say, okay, it's two different heads. Okay. Or are they helmets? I can't tell.
Yeah, those are helmets. Well, one is the hair attached to the goggles, and one is the helmet.
Yeah, so his hair might slip off.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was like a slip-on piece, or I guess it is.
Yeah.
So then the next one I found was this. And this one actually looks pretty cool, but once again, $35 range.
So what else does this guy come with? Because for that price, he should come with the sandbags too.
Yeah.
I didn't find an overview picture of everything he came with, so I'm assuming he comes with the machine gun, the backpack, the rounds, the extra guns.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So yeah, he comes with a submachine gun. He comes with that big M60. He comes with a removable clip. He comes with obviously an alternate head, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a helmet. See, that's where I start getting confused. Like, because this one looks like his skin tone looks a lot lighter.
Yeah, now he looks like a white guy. Yeah.
I'm thinking it comes with multiple. It comes with a couple different hands for either a black or white infantry soldier, and two wrapped heads. And then probably a single helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinny, didn't you say the Vipers came? The two Vipers, one is a black guy, one's a white guy?
One's a black guy, one's a white guy. So yeah.
I mean, I think it looks nice.
That's cool.
So, yeah, he comes with a poncho and everything too.
Okay, they put some soft goods on there too. All right. Well, at least there's something actually comes with, but still, man, these fucking prices are getting too stupid.
He does. I think he comes with more than the other guy did. The Iron Grenadier.
Mm-hmm.
Metalhead.
Yeah, Metalhead. I think he comes with more than him. But I mean, it's just a generic soldier, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, some of the stuff I like. I mean, I like the way this figure looks. I think he looks really cool, and like that, I think that's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if I would justify $35 for it. I mean, this is getting into the NECA range.
It is. It really is. That's what I mean. Like,
it's not going to get any better.
Yeah, right. No, just by inflation nonsense.
Well, there is a possibility it can get better. I'm sorry, I missed some of the people in the chat. I'm usually doing a better job trying to keep up with both. Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. I was wondering why you dropped. No worries, my friend. No worries. Did you have a super chat on your end?
Yes, he does.
Oh, nice. Holy shit. Dude, thank you. Thank you, Planet Tobor. What do we got for him here? Shit. That got me by surprise. It's me, Mario Kartitis. Oh, no. What else? Hold on.
I got something Christmas. I was going to say I had something Christmassy. I could play the shitters full.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll do that one. Hold on. We'll go back to your brand then. Yeah.
Did you put it? You put it on the my regular brand. Damn it! No, it was on Collectable Past.
You're right. I did it on the wrong brand. But it.
Shitter was full.
Nice, man. Thank you. Merry Christmas, man. Much needed.
That is awesome. Thank you, Planet Tobor. Vinnie needs the help too, man. We are all suffering, and I know a lot of you out there too as well. And it gets very difficult, especially with all the prices keep going up. I mean, luckily StreamYards hasn't given us the fuck stick yet, and they haven't uppriced.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Sorry, he gets another one.
Hey, you sure you don't want to give him another one? You sure you don't want to switch your brand and give him the John Cena?
Yeah, we could do that. Hold on. We'll get the Cena one out. Where the hell is... There he is. Here we go.
金钱看齐，墙上写着心相连的32岁了，装个当朝，驸马郎的气质旺啊，满皇上的22岁了，装个当朝。
你好，中国，我叫Trina。我必须说，现在我有一个错误，我必须说，现在就是很重要。我爱更尊重中国更中国人，我很抱歉对我的错误，对不起，我很抱歉，不好意思，再见。
There you go. There's John Cena taking that egg roll. Oh man. Go back to
absolutely. Past. Don't give bad companies money. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. And I think really do think that this shit with Hasbro is it's going to get worse for them. It's going to get a lot worse. I mean, look at all these big companies that have been leaning into this agenda shit, and they're just not giving consumers what they want. Instead of actually giving consumers good products and stop freaking trying to preach down to them like they should be, they just want to continue down the same path. Have they not learned the lessons that some of these other companies have already suffered through? Hasbro is starting to feel it right now. Disney is feeling right now. These companies are just going to be smoldering ashes by the time it's said and done. And if they don't change, and they don't change quickly, because the clock is ticking. Mm-hmm. You know, the minute you have to start firing people and start licensing out your product to other companies, you know that you're on freaking death's door.
Oh yeah, yep. I don't know what they think they're going to do, but it's the same shit too. Like, I mean, part of tomorrow's conversation is going to be a little bit about that too, regarding the comic book industry and all these horrible people and what they had done. You know, I don't know if anyone's been following any of the Mark Miller stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see this certain group is all over his dick right now.
Yeah.
But just because he wants to be nice to everyone, right? And he's defending comics.
He's not even being a dick about it.
Right,
he's not being a dick at all. He's not.
No, he's not. He's being fair with people. But what started was he defended a comic shop owner who was complaining about what the big two have been doing. And the big two keep lying in everyone's faces, saying that, no, we're doing great sales. We're doing great sales. He said, no, it's on a steady decline. Mark also had an interview with 3 other comic shop owners altogether. They own about 20 stores, you know, in different parts of the country. And they all are in agreement of what the hell is going on. And the big companies are not listening. You know, it is getting ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Mark Miller's in a fantastic position because he made tons of money. He sold his company to Netflix at the right time. He's had all those movie deals. He said it because people are going, oh, he's kissing the right's ass for their money or whatever. And he put out a tweet saying, that's false. Again, not being a dick. He's like, that's false. I'll tell you what happens. He goes, the royalties that those comic books make, that goes all to the artist. He goes, because I don't need it. That's literally what he said. So that shows you how in such a great position that guy is, and he just wants to help people. He wants to do the right thing because he wants to see comics thrive, because they're all falling apart. Because you have both ends, just like politics. Both extreme ends are pure shit, right? You need to have a regular, logical approach to everything.
Mediator.
Say again?
You got to be middle ground, mediator, middle ground.
Right, but here's the thing, because these people are so cutthroat, because there's so many grifters on both sides as well. So they think, oh, there's money there. Let's try to do whatever we could, and we'll hurt and tarnish people's names in order for us to get more attention, and we have the spotlight. That's how that shit. That's what they've been doing, and the industry has done it for decades. They shit on everyone else. You got to be part of their little cliques. And that's why the industry fell apart, because even these older guys or whatever, they might have a good fan base behind them, but when they can't draw anymore, or they got in there because of nepotism or something along those lines, because there's a lot of guys who don't deserve to be there, including someone like that John Cassidy. Look at the cover he put out. That thing was dog shit. It looked like a child.
Oh wait, is that the fucking Wolverine? And is it supposed to be Beast? Yeah. It's supposed to be Beast. Okay.
Yep. Pure shit. But what happens? They bypass people with real talent to keep their buddies with their pockets lined. Like, and again, and I knew him. I was going to do a video, and I didn't have a chance to do it. Like, I knew the artist. He's not a bad guy. He was a little odd, but he's not a bad guy. But that artwork was disgusting. It was pure shit. And it's like, who are you trying to kid with this stuff?
And that was a variant cover too, wasn't it?
Yeah, variant cover, which that's what Marvel keeps doing too, to screw over the retailers. And that's part of the conversation that those guys were having, you know? And I'm sorry. I mean, look what they did to the crowdfunding scene. Like, the same group of people, same shit. These ex-pros who came over, things were going good, and then they didn't like that other people were starting to get attention, so they tried to sabotage them. And then they have, like, their little cults behind them, and they try to sick their cults on people. It's the same thing the left does. So you can't tell me that it's different. It's the same fucking thing. The stalking, the harassment, all that bullshit. Well, I'm trying to find. I know I had it saved or something, because again, I was going to do a video on that horrible piece.
That Wolverine cover. Oh jeez, that's like something like I would have did as a 3-year-old.
Oh yeah, it looked like a child with a broken hand drew it.
Yeah. It looked like if Frank Miller fell off the back of a motorcycle and hit his head. Yeah. And then tried to draw the next day.
Yeah. Didn't he do that with like the Dark Knight Returns or something? Shit, where the hell is this thing? I know I saved it. But yeah, I mean, it's horrible. The whole thing is bullshit. Maybe I have it on Twitter or something. Just type his name and I'm sure it'll pop up.
Be careful going through twatters. You may run through the Snyder bots.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Like,
and that's something else that I'm tired of seeing. I'm so sick of it. How many months has it been these weirdos crying about they need to sell that Snyder verse, the Justice League to freaking Netflix? It's not going to happen. Just my God, use your brains.
It's an impossibility, and I don't see what's special about it. That guy fucked up the damn thing. Whatever. These people are crazy. Same with this shit. Look at this. Everything is wrong on this. That head alone back there.
Disney is paying these people.
Yeah, this is amateur.
It looked like someone with lobster claws for hands drew it.
Yeah, Clawful from
where he looks like an actual mutant.
Yeah. Right? His head's gigantic. He's got weird baby claws. The middle one's lower than the other one.
He's got Chris Benoit arms.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit. Chris Benoit's arms were longer than that.
Dude, yeah. He couldn't even do the foreshortening correctly. Just what I don't know. Anatomy issues all over the place. Yeah,
that's what they laughingly refer to as art, because they say this guy's a big deal.
They say what?
They say that guy's a big deal.
Yeah. I was never a fan of his work, even when he was doing the shit that he was doing. You know, he had a couple of decent concepts and things like that, but I was never impressed with that guy's work.
Planets of Diversity drew better at 12.
Yeah.
Like shit.
I don't doubt it, man. I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
On a napkin.
Yep.
You know, I looked at that piece, and the first thing I thought,
Shitter was full.
Insulting. You insult the fans. You insult everyone. You insult other artists who because I'm sorry, Marvel always turns people away going, "Oh, you're not at the Marvel caliber." If that's the standard, yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's like that one where they like the constant. I know they like beat these into the ground, but the horrible drawings they have of Captain Marvel, the horrible version of Captain Marvel, the fucking Carol Danvers is Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Like there was this one where, because you notice these artists, when it comes to drawing Captain Marvel, they keep like fluctuating her weight. I've noticed this when people point out the bad art in Marvel on Twitter. And there's one where it looks like Jason Mewes. And then there's another one where she's all big and beefy and she looks like a linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, these people are fucking horrible.
Yeah. Oh, tell me about it. Ridiculous. But yeah, here's another one for you guys. So yeah, tell me which one you would have preferred to see as a cover. Something that's drawn with skill and actually looks like this guy's ready to start talking, or that piece of shit you just saw before. You know, this is what I'm talking about. Like Marvel's ridiculous. They're little cliques and cults. I'm sorry. I think they expose.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, they expose themselves every fucking day, dude. They really do. You know, there's real talent that's out there, and we all get looked over or screwed over, or they steal from us, because that's what they did to me. They stole from me multiple times. You know, you guys should grab these pieces and go out there and hound them, going, yeah, how come this isn't a cover? You know, John Cassidy. Yeah, that's dude. It's aggravating, man. It's aggravating on every single level. But again, this industry is poison. These creative people are poison. I don't know. I got no words for it anymore. I really don't. It's so frustrating. You're seeing like the industry die, beloved characters just thrown to the wind and turn gay, lesbian, and trans and everything else. It's like, what are you people doing? It's all Marxism bullshit.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, Vinny,
mm-hmm.
It's not just the comic book industry.
Oh, it's everything. That's everything. Yeah, because it's systematic. Yeah, they're getting paid to do this shit. Because everyone goes, that's one of the arguments too that those guys had. Like they literally like how do they continue to keep doing this? There's no money.
Yeah, they keep doubling down on it. Is the
right?
It's like they're hooked on like absolutely tanking everything. It's like they're hell bent on tanking everything now, right, instead of fucking mm-hmm. mending fences and trying to build good
it's not about that. It's not about that.
Goodwill with the consumer, instead of saying you're a man, I'm gonna make a woman talks down to like that.
Yeah. No, they had that one where they were showing the one chick, she stops the Hawk by flashing her tits. Really, is that become that ridiculous? And like Brutal Morning says, oh yeah, where Captain Marvel looked like Owen Wilson. That's the type of stuff that they're trying to sell to people.
Yeah. And
the funny thing, we keep saying this over and over again, their targeted crowd, guess what? They're not buying any of it.
Exactly. They'll be the first there to defend you on Twitter, but not there to defend you at the fucking the counter. Yeah. To pay for your shit.
Right. Let me finish my point too, because that's what the guy asked. He goes, how are they still in business? They're hemorrhaging money. Everything's failed. And he goes, do they have other backers or something? And Mark alluded to something. He said, yeah, there's independent financiers that are doing stuff. They also have government loans and shit that they're being given. So they're being paid to destroy these things. So, and that is a big issue because then the one thing it's not about politics. It sure as shit is, because they poisoned it all. Because it's about quality. That's the big kind of thing that they took after their conversation. It's that there's poor quality. It's not just that it's poor quality. Look at the material that they're putting out. They're pushing their agendas in those things. They're doing horrible, stupid things. Yes, there is poor quality. They're hiring cheaper artists and writers who don't know what the hell they're doing, and all their editors are not. I don't think they know how to read their editors. Honestly, I don't think they know how to read at all.
Do they have editors?
It feels like they don't, especially after looking at that fucking Beast Wolverine cover.
Oh no, they have editors. They have editors in there to make sure that the agendas push in. And it's not that they don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing.
They know
they're doing all this shit on. They're doing all this shit on absolute purpose.
Yep.
They want to see it be destroyed. And it's not just comics. I mean, it's everything. It's literally everything. And we talk about that all the time.
Everything.
It drives me absolutely crazy when people say, well, I don't know why you're taking such a big offense of what they did to a fictional character. It doesn't stop there, you retards. Don't you understand that? That is where they started.
Sports. Oh, God. Remember when sports toned it down, but goddamn fucking Kaepernick. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch nearly tanked the NFL for good. And then they were smart to be like, get out of here, you fucking... This cocksucker was an $11 million guaranteed money backup when he started his bullshit.
Yeah.
Just collect your $11 million and shut the fuck up.
Yep. And you know what drives me the absolute most insane with these fucking hypocrites? Is when they tell you, why can't you just let us enjoy stuff? Really? Really?
Yeah.
Why don't you look in the fucking mirror, you fucking prick?
Right?
Yeah. You damn sure didn't let us. You fucking weaseled and wormed your way into all these IPs and these other forms of entertainment that everybody, loves. So, look what they did to Dungeons and Dragons to the point where you need to have
Dungeons and Dragons. The fucking hobby that you would get beat up if you admitted it in school. You're involved. Dungeons and Dragons now is
they got it to the point where you've got to have players that are in wheelchairs now.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yep.
That's what Dungeons and Dragons is all about. Being more reality based? No, it's supposed to be fictional. People use that shit to escape from stuff and have a good time. That's why it was there. And they just insert all their agenda crap in there. Well, all the crap that we heard throughout the years, that fucking orcs are representation of black people. Orcs are racist. It just doesn't stop with these fucking people. And that's why you got to sit there and every once in a while you got to slap a few of them right across the mouth until they lose the taste. And then maybe they'll get it like, okay, well, maybe I crossed the line somewhere. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to make a book where orcs, they have police officers put a knee on them. These people are ridiculous. Everything about what they're doing is bullshit.
That whole orc thing, right? That's something that blows my mind. Because if you see an orc and you start to think about certain actual people that exist, right? Doesn't that make you the racist? I never looked at an orc and I was like, oh, I went to school with that guy. No, I was never like that.
Well, that's it. They are racist. The Democratic Party is. That's what started most of that shit. Yeah, and then they try to flip it the other way. I don't know. I'm so tired of it all.
Like the Boston mayor with the no whites invited to my birthday party or whatever the fuck. And then no, that wasn't me. I'm sorry.
Hold on a second. Hold on. This is a drive-by comment.
What car is that coming up? Creep. Drive-by.
Brutal Morningwood raid parties outside the dungeon, picketing because their cave isn't wheelchair accessible. That's a good one, Brutal.
Nice.
Tree Rock says, Vinnie, in D&D, you can only play an animal character if you are that same animal.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Only a centaur could play as a centaur. So we got to start getting somebody in the fucking lab quick and start making centaurs.
Yeah.
Just so they could play D&D.
Yeah. You know what the problem is too? Is just so many people they pussyfoot about things. They're afraid to say shit. Over here, we spit it out, man. We got to be true. You got to be genuine.
There's too many goddamn cucks. Too many fucking cucks get involved in everything. Cuck out to everything.
100%.
That's the fucking
It's
problem.
it's not just the cucks. It's all the slack jaw faggots running around. Oh, did I say that out loud again?
Jesus, man. It's oh shit. Well, there goes my super chat.
Son of a bitch.
But it's ridiculous. It really is, man. It's like they destroyed everything. They keep destroying everything. And if people go, oh, no, it's not about politics. Yeah, it is. They push it into everything. It's Marxism. And they want you to accept the bullshit that they're trying to cram down your throat. No one's accepting it. No one cares. You have a small faction that are sitting there yelling and screaming all the time on the internet. They have bots that are doing it as well. And Marvel had proved it as I'm sorry, there's the woman who exposed the Whisper Network, who she's writing a book too about all this stuff. And they even talk about like there's literally people that they hire that these governments teach them how to do their Marxist tactics. Like that
Renfamous.
Yeah, like that fucking skank.
Yeah, I saw that. Fireball is the company.
Same deal, but what happened? That woman who did the Whisper, who exposed the Whisper Network, she exposed her as well. And what had happened? And Joe Quesada was promising her work in the industry, but surprise, surprise, he got his ass fired. So she didn't get it, and she was never going to work in comic books. It's whatever they did was some horrible, shitty crowdfunder on Kickstarter or something with a whole bunch of other dumb shit involved. And it was just, again, baiting and trying to keep the anger going and trying to keep hate groups going on both sides. The whole thing was orchestrated. They wanted it to all tank. And people like that is who they hired. That one was someone who's in the political field, and they pulled her in over here because she was good at attacking people and stalking and harassing and doing all that fucking weird shit. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. The same shit just keeps happening over and over. It's a cycle, you know. Unless people stand up and say, "No, this is bullshit. Here are the facts, and let's move on." No, they just keep having these slap fights because it's drama and drama makes deals. No, it doesn't. People are tired of it. At one point, it did. It got some attention, but now what happened? Look at it. Everything fell apart completely. Nobody has money to spend. And you still want to have your slap fight? It's idiotic. Absolutely fucking idiotic.
And
there's ways of fixing things, and they don't want to.
I think that rolls it back around to why we do the toy stream. Because with all the garbage that is out there, 100%, all this trash, all the agenda shit, all the crap that keeps getting force fed down most people's throats and their eyeballs. Because Jesus, it's hard to avert this shit anymore because it's in your face at every fucking turn. This is why we do the toy stream for the most part. We talk about the stuff that we really do enjoy. Granted, we do go into these tirades where we're talking about the shit that they're doing wrong, the shit that's really pissing us off, and usually it's leading off one of the topics. So if somebody's coming in late and they're catching it, no, we don't just do the toy streams and do just nothing but a hate stream on it. We're talking about stuff that we are truly 100% passionate about, and we really don't want to see the shit get destroyed and go away. I've been a Transformers fan since before it was Transformers. It makes me sick to my stomach to watch Hasbro what they're doing right now. Now, granted, lately they have been putting out some pretty good quality freaking Transformer toys, but is it enough? It's not enough if they're going to keep inserting all the agenda crap and everything else that they're doing, because they're going to feel that pinch all throughout the entire company. It's not just going to be that particular brand. I mean, not unless they dump the other brands. Like if they were to sell off Wizards of the Coast and TSR to somebody else and just get rid of that section that's probably causing them the most headaches right now, and they just focused on the G.I. Joe and Transformers and like My Little Pony and whatever other stuff that they have that they're doing right now, they would probably be in a lot better place. But they're holding on to that shit, and they're letting these weirdos just run that shit into the ground, and it's taking the whole company down with them, and they're just not intelligent enough to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, that's exactly it, dude. Again, like you said, they know what they're doing. And that's the problem, too. And that's what the comic shop guys had said as well. Because they go, well, a lot of people say, well, let it burn. And they go, well, here's the problem. Because Marvel and DC, they are still the main factor to get the foot traffic into those stores. It's the same deal with a lot of these companies. Transformers is still an amazing license. G.I. Joe is still an amazing license. If those things go away, guess what? Those aisles are going to be empty. No one's going to be walking into them. So whatever else is put out in the shelves really isn't going to sell.
And you know what? If those licenses go away, someone else is going to snatch them up and probably do a much better job of handling everything.
You want a little history lesson, or something people didn't really know. At one point, Marvel, they were tanking things so badly. Todd almost bought Venom and Wolverine from Marvel.
Oh.
Had he coughed up the bucks, he could have owned them. And things would have been
I could understand
way different.
him buying Venom because he created Venom. How the hell would he have been able to get Wolverine?
Because he's Canadian. Well, at the time, Wolverine was still Canadian.
Oh.
So that's why he wanted him.
What do you mean he's still Canadian? He's not Canadian in the comics anymore?
No, they changed that a long time ago.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Joe Quesada, he spearheaded that bullshit.
Oh my God.
With the Origins, Wolverine Origins.
Which is so fucking stupid for their diversity thing, right? Like they want to be diverse. The whole thing with when they did the 70s reboot of X-Men was that you had a guy from Canada, you had a guy from Russia, you had a guy from fucking Germany, right? You had a guy from Ireland, you had a guy from you had a girl from Africa, right? That was
exactly.
Oh my God! Why do they keep doing this regressive bullshit? It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Again, it's part of the destruction. He ushered in this stuff, and he's the one who brought in all those horrible editors as well. The milkshake girls and all that crap, And then what did he do? He tried to pivot into the movie side of things. And for a while, he was doing something with that because he was laughed at while he was in the offices. He was relegated to messing with some of the statue and toy design stuff because no one wanted to deal with them. They knew he was bullshit, and he kept using other people as like the fall guy. So other people would get fired, and he'd still be there, But eventually, he got fired too. But that's a whole different thing. But I'm just saying, like again, this is just stuff that it was going to happen back then. It's starting to happen now. I'm curious to see what's going to happen in another year or so because. They can't keep going the way they're going. None of us could.
None of them could either.
It's crazy.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get better. I personally don't think anything.
I think eventually it's going to have to break. It's sooner or later these companies are going to realize, okay, we're losing way too much money. I mean, why do you think Barnes and Nobles took a stand against physical media being thrown out? Because they see where it's going. They're seeing that the people are clamoring for the demand for that shit. Yeah. So they're like, okay, we're going to stand up and we're going to say we're not getting rid of physical media, and we're going to be a bastion for physical media. They'll live on in a store, in a brick and mortar store, and it's going to take individual companies doing shit like that, and that's what's going to save a lot of these franchises. And when those companies take that kind of stance, unfortunately, so many of them are under the same delusion that a lot of people are Twitter, that we have to follow the masses of what everybody else is saying. And a lot of times it's not always the bulk of what people are saying. It's just the loudest people. So the loudest people make it seem like there's more of them talking. That's the biggest problem. So all these companies, okay, well, these people are screaming about that. That must be the direction we need to go, without even looking in it, without even doing something that companies used to do, a little freaking research into this kind of stuff to see, okay, well, how is this going to affect our bottom line? And then they just lead right into it, and they just go into it full steam, and then all of a sudden, okay, this ain't working out so well. And that's why you have the situation with Hasbro. Hasbro has proven that they can put out good quality toys, they can put out good quality products when they're not infusing with agenda. Unfortunately, they still have enough retards working there that they keep taking it back every time they just start pushing it forward in the right direction again. And what they need to do is they need to have a complete house clearing, like what some people attempted to do over there on Twitter. Elon tried, but Elon didn't get them all out. There's still some of them in there buried like wood ticks, and they're not coming loose. You need to go in there with fire and pretend that you're trying to clear out alien infestation.
Yeah, you're correct, man. Crazy stuff, man. Just it's all crazy.
You see what RR says here. This is exactly what I was bringing up. It wasn't the fact about the X-Men. It's like it wasn't for diversity's sake. It was just making cool characters that expanded the lore.
Yeah.
It also just showed you that the mutants are worldwide. They're not just confined here to America. You know what I'm saying? That was a cool thing about X-Men. That really wasn't. Now I see everything what I fucking see on Twitter of X-Men comics is they just turned it into gay high school. That's what it just looks like now.
Yeah.
Like
it's stupid shit. They can't help themselves. They really can't. I don't know. But it feels like it's something bigger. That's why, like you said, man, taking it back to the toys, like, so when we buy some of the shit that we do, it's still like, it's like, it feels like this is like the last days of decent or good shit. You know?
It's not going to get any better.
Well, no, I mean, like what I said when I'm saying no, I think it will get better eventually, because I want to point to a certain time, especially for me as a Transformers collector, there was a long lull in Transformers where it was just pretty much crap that they were putting out on the shelves. It was trash. There was a few gems mixed in there, but most of it was all very similar looking, and it wasn't very imaginative. And that was during their Generations line. There was a few good ones in there, but the bulk of it all looked exactly alike. It was all very plain and generic looking. The toys were made uber cheap. And it was showing as far as like sales, like their sales were starting to go down. And then they seen where it was going. So then they came back out with Titan's Return, and they took it more to the G1 look and you know, with more articulation, kind of like what they're doing now. And when they did that, sales began to pick up again. Then they went from that into Power, you know, Combiner Wars. And Combiner Wars was a little bit of a downgrade, but it was still more G1 inspired. And then that line still did fairly well. Then they got into Power of the Primes, and they started taking it back again, more towards like the Generation stuff. They tried mixing in G1 with the Generations aesthetic and a little bit cheaper plastic, and that line really started like crashing. Like it started out good, and then it just went downhill really, really quick. Then they came out with War for Cybertron, and they took it more in a G1 twist, while still trying to give you something a little bit new with freaking characters from Cybertron. And then it skyrocketed up again. And they continued that through Kingdom and then the early parts of Legacy. Then they started going backwards again with some of this crap with the Allspark and all the other shit that they were pushing. The Rise of the Beast, which I told everybody that thing was going to be a shit show from the beginning. As soon as I knew about everything that they had involved in it, I knew it was going to be a shit show, and I was not wrong. I was 100% fucking correct on it. And that thing lost money at the theater. The toys are still sitting on the shelves rotting because nobody wants that trash.
Yep.
So go back towards the G1 and do stuff like what they're trying to do now. But I mean, I'm wondering if they've already caused so much damage to the fan base that it's going to take a while for the fan base to come back around again. Because that's what happened during the Generations run. It took a while for the fan base to come back around again.
Yep. This is true, dude.
You're not wrong, Lurch. They are an infestation.
Yep.
Yes, just like seasons. Yeah, they will. They will always come up and down. And like I said, it's not been the first time it's done it. I mean, look at Power of the Force. I mean, I know a lot of people have fond memories of the Power of the Force line, but oh my God, was that a horrible line with their He-Man style Star Wars figures? They were ridiculous looking. I'm sorry, they were ridiculous.
It's sad. Yeah, we'll get into more of that shit again too tomorrow, regarding what the hell's been going on.
Yeah, I think this is probably a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Everybody that's been on the panel, thank you, Trina. I hope that you feel better. Adam, thanks for hanging in for as long as you're in and that allowed you. Thanks for Decepticons, Cave Comics and Toys for stopping in as well. Of course, thank you to Slasher, my buddy, and of course my other buddy Vinnie. Thank you guys. You wily guineas.
Oh yeah.
Guys, we're getting towards the end of the year, and Collectable Past has been running for a long time. And it is sad to say that this is the last Collectable Past that you are ever going to see. I am shutting this intro down that we use right now, and we're going to be creating a brand new intro going into the new year. You thought I was going to close down Collectible Past? What, are you crazy? I can't talk about toys. I'm going to lose my mind. No, we're going to have a brand new intro, and we're going to be paying respect to the other co-hosts that we have up on here with us every single week, and they are going to be added into the new intro for the beginning of the year. Thank you to everybody who's come by in both of our chats on both of our channels. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate every single comment that you've been leaving in the live chat, and every single time you guys are posting the links. Curtis, hard at work again, posting everybody's links. Guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Go to their channels, check out some of their content. You may surprise yourself if you haven't seen some of it, because all these people put out some really good content. Slasher does some amazing old school movie reviews. You know what? He digs out some really interesting movies to watch and talk about, some things that people may have forgotten about. And as a matter of fact, let us hand it on over to Slasher so he can let you know what he's got going on this week.
And all day long, I foot up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
R said it right there. I come in peace. Dolph Lundgren movie, early 90s. Alien drug dealers. That's all you gotta know. Alien drug dealers.
Hell yeah.
If you hear the words alien drug dealer together, you know it's gonna be a good movie.
That's why we need borders.
All right, wait. Outer space drug dealers.
Okay. Different kind of aliens, guys.
Yeah. Not the ones we know. Yet. Right. Yeah, thanks, Tommy. These are always fun talks.
Awesome.
And, everyone, have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, man. You too.
I mean, I know it's only the 14th, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say it every day until the 25th. Merry Christmas.
Amen to that. Dude, thanks so much, Slasher. And yeah, man, dude. And you're always invited to the other streams as well. If you want to pop up on the Sunday one again, I guess normally when I have those longer conversations. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Monarch. Is it episode 5? I think it's episode 5. We'll be talking about that. We'll get into some more stuff regarding kind of what's going on. We hit our current events. I want to talk a little bit more about the comic book situation as well, because I think it is interesting, and some of the other nefarious and shitty things that these industry people are doing and lies that they're putting out as well, even against like what Mark was saying. They tried to flip his words, and he's like, "No, I talked to these people, and that's wrong. That's a lie." So we'll see what's actually up on all that, and get into more details about it. But yeah, and guys, please do not forget. I do have an active campaign. Actually, I have 4 active campaigns, but this one still needs some more cash in order to, well, I'm going to be getting all the backers who supported. You're going to get your books for sure. But more help would be fantastic, because I wanted to add more pages and stuff like that. We are 32 days out now. And yeah, so if you want an awesome book with amazing artwork, 64 pages, it's already completed. You're not going to be waiting long at all. When I get my money, we go to the printer. So we're right there. So yeah, please support this one. It has full color illustrations, sketches and drawings, ink pages, so you can see all sorts of different stuff. Obviously, I can't show everything that's in the book, but trust me, there's some beautiful pieces in here. And there's also original artwork available if you go down on the tiers to take a look. They're one-of-a-kind drawings. They're done on sketch covers, which are basically the blank books that just have like the logos. Inside is an actual comic book for whatever issue it was. But I also have some that I believe I've done on regular board as well, like the Ninja Turtles that sold out. I might be adding some more pieces to this. I just got to make some time to do a couple more. But yeah, we have some great options. If you just want the book itself, you could just get the book signed, obviously. I do have volumes 1 and 2 available, but that number is short. We only have about 19 left. Because I don't think I'll be going back to print on those. So if you want them, there's only 19 sets left. If you want 1 and 2, you get all 3 books in one shot like that. And don't forget, I still do have the other campaigns. I don't think they'll be there on time for Christmas now. There's a small chance they might still, but if you still want some good stuff, or it might show up right after if you order these, because these are all active and they go out the door immediately. City of Venus 1, Through the Woods hardcover, 100 pages completed story, and the 52-page pirate book, Shadow of the Kraken, which again is the first in the series. I am working on the sequel to City of Venus 2. You'll have a teaser of that and a couple of pages in artwork in this particular book. I put it at the end, so what's coming, and it's going to be another amazing series or volume to the series, City of Venus. So please support it if you could. You guys are awesome. In fact, I should probably copy that and put it into the chat in case, but it should be in the description. So shoot that out there for everyone. In fact, if you guys want to see it, we could probably as well. City of Venus finally did hit 30,000, which is amazing. I mean, granted, it's the lifespan of the campaign, but again, I've been working on all different projects too. So I'm a one-man army. I put together a whole pirate book by myself as well. Top tier, top quality. Everything I put out there, I try to give you guys the absolute best. And if you guys haven't seen it or you've been on the fence, please jump on it. I think you'd be very happy that you got this book. And issue 2, like I said, it's a much bigger book. It's going to be 52 pages. So just glorious stuff. You guys know me. I put out quality. And you guys, if I'm running a campaign, that means the books are done or just about done. So jump on it. You'll be happy you did. 6 fulfilled campaigns already, all on time. Number 7 is about to be fulfilled in 30-something days. So jump on all that great stuff. I think you're going to be happy, very happy. If you're not into the hot chicks in the post-apocalyptic type of world, like I said, we have a ghost story. We got a pirate story. We got all sorts of great stuff. And more coming at you soon. And and it is a kind of a connected universe on top of it. For those who were unaware, you're going to start to see other things in these books, and it's going to be really cool.
Is that going to be a new moniker? The Fulfilling Machine?
Yeah.
The mother effing machine.
Yeah, I think I still have that one in the other brand, but guys, it's going to be a good time. But we'll kick it on over to Tommy. Please, everybody, tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. over on my channel.
Yeah, guys, we're going to be talking about a little bit more MonsterVerse stuff. Going to be delving into the next episode of Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. I'm really excited. I still haven't had a chance to watch the latest one, which was 4. We're on now.
I believe.
Or is it 5? No, it's 5 now. Yeah, 5. So we'll be talking about number 5. And you know what? So far, it seems like it is ramping up. The show seems really good. I know everybody's talking about -1. You know what? And they're talking shit about MonsterVerse stuff. Really? Because I seem to recall all these same people sitting there praising Godzilla versus Kong when it came out. Now all of a sudden they're shitting on it. Why? Because that's the new flip-flop agenda that they all pull. And this is why I don't listen to a lot of these so-called big YouTubers who slam their dicks in car doors so you don't have to. You can kiss my ass with that shit. All you have to do is go back and look at some of the live streams where they've talked about that kind of shit, because they always have it in their title cards, sitting there praising that shit, but now they're freaking talking trash about it. Why? Because they don't understand any of this damn franchise to begin with. Like Stego, he says, most of them are nothing more than franchise tourists. And, I have no time for them anymore. They can kiss my fuzzy ass sideways. But, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a good time, even through the rants, through the rage, through the good times. That's how we persevere together. I hope you all have an absolutely incredible Christmas, Pigmas, And hope that you have an awesome new year. I know I will be doing next Tuesday is going to be the big 1986 Transformer movie discussion. A bunch of us will be getting together. Everybody wants to be a part of it. Hit me up on Twitter. We're going to be doing a little bit like a private watch party for this movie. I'm going to be hooking up through my Xbox. Unfortunately, that's the only DVD player I have because it's not available for streaming. And we're going to do a watch on it, and then we're going to do a live discussion. And God only knows how long that live discussion will take. I have no clue. Might be an hour. It could be 2 hours. Might even wind up being 3 hours or more, like the Star Wars one. I have no clue. No clue.
Tommy, if I sing every goddamn Stan Bush song, am I going to get us shut down for copyright while we're on the stream together?
Well, if you sing it really badly, maybe you can get away with it. Don't sing it like that. Maybe you get away with it. I'm horrible. I am horrible. But yeah, thank you guys.
I never said I was a good singer anyway.
That's okay. That's okay. There's a lot of people that run freaking streams where they got people singing. It sounds like a bunch of cows in a barnyard. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or not should not think. Your silence and your compliance gives consent, and we will catch you next time. Be well. Later, y'all.
You better run, Mojito.
You what? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.